You there? You there, you cheeky rascals? It's that time. I hope you're there. Hopefully everybody's there. Lots of people in the live chat, I can see. Welcome one and all to the pre-match build-up show, which is Manchester United versus West Ham United, fortunately, because if it was Manchester United against anybody else, we wouldn't be interested, really, would we? Well, I can tell you now, nothing. Nothing major, nothing breaking. You probably know more about the team news than I do at this point, but I can tell you now, people have been sending me WhatsApp messages of scenes from the pub with people singing all sorts of songs about Frank Lampard, mostly, if the truth be known, and Cristiano Ronaldo. And anyway, they're not the only people talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. See, David Moyes was quite keen to heap a whole load of praise on the. I was going to say the Portuguese wonder kid. He's not really a wonder kid anymore. He's sort of really almost a granddad now. He's in remarkable shape for a granddad. But what he was doing was lavishing praise upon Cristiano Ronaldo. Say, don't come back and bite him on the arse. Not literally, of course. I just got to say, look, I was meant to be on 5 Live today, but that's live radio. The schedule's run over. A load of crap on my body. What? Do you know what? Do you know what this is? All this crap on here. I went to the powder coaters yesterday and did a load of powder coating video. I shouldn't normally have it on, but it's a bit cold in the shed. I've just seen something in the chat there that says Masuaku out. Now, I don't know if that means that he's not in the team or just somebody wants Masuaku out, but I try not to look at the chat at this early stage in the proceedings until I do know the team. Gio's at the game. By the way, the reason I don't look at the chat is because I don't want you lot to tell me the team before I see the team. I want to at least have a little bit of shock, at it. I know I think he's going to play. I think he's going to play the 4 at the back, but I suggested, not to Moyes personally, but I suggest. See, someone's just written no Zuma. Sorry, I've got to turn it off. Sorry, it's not your fault. You chat amongst yourselves. There we go. Oh, you see, that's the sort of information I don't need 2 minutes too early. Where was I? Yes, Gio's at the game. You're stuck with me, unfortunately, but because Gio is at the game, we get to misbehave a little bit. Okay, so Gio likes to do a realistic bet. He likes to do a realistic bet. So hopefully we'll win one of you guys, £100 or £200. I don't want to win you £100 or £200. I'm looking for thousands here. So we're going to be doing a naughty bet today. It's a bit like when your parents go out for the evening and they say you're going to be all right when you're younger, when you're 16, you say, yeah, I'm going to be fine. Don't worry, I'm going to be fine. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just tired. I'm just going to sit here and relax and watch a bit of telly. And then when they go out, you have a party and your house gets wrecked. Or not. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to wreck the house. We're going to ruin Hammers Chat's betting today. And then hopefully somebody will be rich by the end of it. Probably not. My bets are terrible. I think I've only won one bet in the last 5 or 6 years. But I did win about 120 quid off of tuppence pretty much. Anyway, there you go. This is how we roll. Right, so I'm clicked on to all manner of things, by the way. I've got the One Football app open. I've got West Ham Twitter open. I'm just waiting for the team sheet to be announced. Going to be very, very interesting. Obviously, as always, Charlie is going to be, after I've finished waffling for the next half hour or so, Charlie is going to lead you in to the watch along, and he will waffle for a lot longer than half an hour, or probably, albeit slightly more slowly than I talk, I'd imagine. He's got a long time to pad out, let's be fair, and then I will be back with the review afterwards. Patreon player ratings will be tomorrow morning, myself and Gio, where we'll have a completely skewed perspective on the game because he's watched it from the stands whilst drunk amongst loads of other people. A bit like sitting in the cinema sometimes when there's someone tall in front of you with a hat on or big hair. Anyway, I'm going to give it a little refresh now, and hopefully we've got the we've got a team. We've got the team. Here we go. Oh, see, that's the reaction. That's the real reaction. Oh, double. Oh, okay. I should try and articulate this. Areola's in goal. Zuma is there. Cheeky. Someone was cheeky then. They tried to do the old switcheroo on me. Okay. Areola in goal. Sufal at right back, obviously. Dawson. So I guess Dawson's going to be on the right side defence. Zuma's going to be on the left side defence, which is not ideal, this is why I wanted to play 3 at the back for this game. Aaron Kreswelovic at left back. Hopefully he's had a whole week to, well, you know, I reckon half a week training, half a week resting, just to get him back up into it. This is the team I expected him, I think, really to go with anyway. Souček's back, which is really good news. And I didn't say, I wasn't surprised about that. I expect that. A partner in Declan Rice in the middle of midfield. The middle of midfield. Lanzini plays. Now, what's going to be interesting is he going to play number 10? He's wearing number 10, but is he going to play in the number 10 role? Bowen and Antonio both start. We expected that. You and me both expected that. But Fornals in ahead of Vlasic. Not surprised. Not surprised at that. I thought Fornals was actually one of the better players against Leeds, in my own opinion. Vlasic, I think he played really well against Leeds in the cup, didn't he? And he's not so good against Norwich in the slender Glenda win against Norwich. And then I didn't think he was particularly good against Leeds. So I'm not surprised, actually. It's an interesting one, just looking at it and looking at it from Vlasic's point of view, because I mean I can pop the chat back up now. Azuma, you are cheeky tricksing me like that in the chat. Vlasic, funny one, because I felt there was an opportunity for Vlasic, and I look at it with Ben Rama going away to the African Cup of Nations, and just things haven't worked out for him. So what Vlasic needed to do was Vlasic needed to have sort of 3 or 4 good games when Ben Rama was at the African Cup of Nations, but he also sort of needed Ben Rama to stay at the African Cup of Nations. And but they've come home. They've been ejected. Not ejected, actually. No, they just didn't qualify from their group, Algeria. So Ben Rama now comes back, and that sort of period where Vlasic was probably hoping to thrive, it's not really happened. I reckon, depending on Fornals, I reckon Vlasic is back basically where he was a month or 2 ago. Really, I like that. Would I call that a body warmer or a powder coat? It's actually, do you know what? The worst thing is, Sat, right? I should have had a look, really. It's coming up a little bit. I just didn't. I'm a bloke. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bloke, basically. I probably should have had a look. It's actually starting to come off now. Oh, look! Good as new. I don't even need to wash it. There we go. Fabianski's not playing. People are amusing. Does he have COVID? We don't know. We haven't done badly with the old COVID. It has to be said. I think we've done better than most. Charlie at the moment Charlie must be around, because I certainly didn't put that ticker tape thing up at the bottom of the screen there, which is reading you the team, which is, if you don't know, it's at the bottom of the screen: Areola, Sufal, Dawson, Zuma, Cresswell, Rice, Souček, Fornals, Lanzini, Bowen, and Antonio. That much we know. I do wonder if by actually no, we'll wait for Man U. Do we have a Charlie, sneaky Charlie? Charlie's probably having a pre-match cuddle with Danny DeVito. Charlie, my old friend, do you know of the West Ham United bench, please? And if so, oh wow, Darren Randolph, Diop, Fredericks, Masuaku, Johnson, Krell, Noble, Vlasic, Yarmolenko. It's quite old, isn't it? It's an old bench, like an OAP's bench. Not all of them, obviously. Okay. I think Vlasic being on the bench does offer us something else. I think Moyes will bring him on. Maybe it'll do him a bit of a favour, really. I don't think for motivation, by the way. I think he's a heavily motivated player. Just needs some assists, some goals, and 4 or 5 performances of 7 out of 10 and above, and then he'll start to establish himself, should I say, in the team a little bit more. I'll deal with the comments and stuff. I'm not reading a lot of the comments at the moment. Sorry, I've just seen one. I shouldn't do, because I get distracted. This is what happens. I never get my rod out at half time. Thank you very much. It's always full time once I finish my videos. That's for sure. So so Randolph on the bench would certainly indicate that there is a problem with Fabianski. Big opportunity for I don't know why I did that mime then. I don't think that it means big opportunity, but big opportunity for Areola here. Not that I think he's going to get any permanent transfer to West Ham, but I think if he plays well, then I would like to see him retain his place in the team. I do believe that actually in terms of us counter-attacking, he's the better keeper in terms of distribution. So I think this may not be a bad thing for us. It's going to be interesting to see how Manchester United play. If only I knew what the Manchester United team was, I would be able to... See, that was a prompt for Charlie. That was for Charlie. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Zagaya, Dalot, Maguire, Varane, Telles, Fred, McTominay, Elanga, Fernandes, Greenwood, Ronaldo. Rubbish. Rubbish players. They're not really. Do you know what? I actually, I didn't mean to say Greenwood in the preview, in the build-up show. He's a good player, isn't he? I mean, Greenwood is a really, really good player. I think he's magnificent, actually. Why does it say we've only got 13 people watching live, but there's loads of them in the chat? Have you seen that, Charlie? Just so as you know, up on my screen here, it says 13. There's normally about 800 people watching live. It's because Gio isn't here. I base it as 14 people and a cat watching at this precise moment in time. I want to give that a look. Just make sure we're going live. Okay, all right, fine. Sorry, I didn't. I could have done that two different ways, folks. I could have pretended to then chat about West Ham and secretly on my phone try and message Charlie saying, Charlie, the analytics are a bit dodgy. Says Matthew Collins says there's one for me. It's just you and me, Matthew. And Charlie, I was obviously watching. Anyway, so I wanted to mention Greenwood. Oh, he's played well against us. He has played well against us before, and I do think he's a skillful player. And there's a lot of good players in that Man United team who are massively underperforming at the moment. We'll just go through their team again as it scrolls through. Now we know De Gea is in really good form. Or do we say De Gea? Anyway, doesn't matter. Dalot, I think he's not as good as Wan-Bissaka, I think. Anyway, Maguire, he's not played all the time, has he? Varane is obviously a really good player. Alex Telles at the left. Fred and McTominay. McTominay's in really good form. They've got a functional midfield there. Let's call it a functional midfield. So they're going to try and contest that midfield area. I think it is a team of some really, really good players. But when I saw them play against Brentford, I wasn't impressed with what I saw. I actually thought that the Brentford forwards were not particularly cutthroat. They weren't particularly clinical. Cutthroat and clinical. Yes, if you go to the clinic, you don't want your throat cut. See, I don't know why I said both those things. Anyway, and also when I saw them play against Aston Villa, both games, they played Aston Villa in the Cup and they played Aston Villa in the League. I wasn't particularly impressed. So it's all about attitude for us. And can we give them something to think about? Can we quieten the Manchester United fans? Basically, Gio's there. Can Gio quieten the Manchester United fans? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Oh, there we go. We've jumped. We jumped from 6 viewers to 500 viewers. Then I don't know what's going on. I'm watching it, Charlie. I'm keeping an eye on it. Charlie. Have you got the bench, the Manchester United bench there, please? I would like. There you go. Henderson, Jones, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Martial, Rashford. I think the bench is better than the team. Henderson, Jones, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Jenny from the block, Jenny Van der Beek, Cavani, Martial, Rashford. Yeah, listen, Bobby, you're a superstar. Thank you very much, my friend. Andy Walsh, who you often see in the chat there. Can we get rid of that? Thanks, Charlie. Andy Walsh, who you often see from the chat, he popped round the other day. He popped over to my house. And we often have the debate about what is the best biscuit. I gave Andy Walsh the best biscuit. I said, forget all this talk about custard creams and everything else. Here is the best biscuit. And he said, yeah, okay. He said, different class. That's a different class. It's a different class of biscuit. I'm not going to reveal all now. I'll wait until that chat. I'll wait until that chat comes about. But back onto the subject of Manchester United. Realistically, we have got no right to be contesting this game. We really don't. We really don't have any right to be contesting this game at all. You look at the players that they got on the pitch, you look at the players they got on the bench. But there's something not quite right with this football club at the moment. And it is weird. I think I said it in the build-up show. When they lost Solskjaer or decided to ditch Solskjaer, they needed to bring in a player that was, bring in a manager who was better, considerably better. They needed that next level manager, so to speak. They needed someone that was comparable with the best managers in the world. Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, they just didn't do it, which gives us a chance. There's certainly some disharmony there. As much as Fernandes and Ronaldo are our compatriots, there's something there. Do they both fit into that same Manchester United team? Is it at the sacrifice of what could be a better, not a better player, but a better team chemistry? I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. Gio picked out Elanga as well. I do think he has played well. We've got to get a grip at this midfield. Zuma has got to play well, albeit slightly out of position at left centre-back. Vito's just saying there, just I was talking about it. Good to see Zuma back. Yes, it is. But I've yet to be convinced that he plays fantastically well on that side of the pitch. So, going to be interesting. But I'd certainly rather him back than Diop in that position for this game. That's certainly it. Can we stop talking? It's not a digestive. I don't want to talk. This is not a day for biscuit talk, even though I started it. I started it. Now I'm telling you, don't talk about biscuits, even though I just talked about biscuits. It's not it's on a different level to a digestive, a different level altogether. Should have a little bet, big bet. Should have a big bet because Gio's away. Cheers away. So what we normally like to do is we might say some things and then we'll try and keep it a little bit realistic to try and win someone £100, £150, £200. Not today. Not today. We're going big. Okay, so here's what I want to do with the bet. I'm going to put some ridiculous bet on. Okay. Now the bet will be, I think I want to try and nail the scoreline for the bet. It's going to have to be a West Ham win. I want to name a goal scorer or two just before you start getting. It's not a ginger nut. I'm not talking. It's a stand. You're talking about a standard biscuit. I'm talking about an exceptional biscuit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not. Look, Dawson to score. Doug's saying Dawson to score. I'm going with that, Doug. Right, you'd have to excuse me because this is the point where I multitask, which is always something very, very interesting. So I think I need to go on to the bet builder, they call it. Okay, bet builder. Start building. Player to score. It's like the sea of red, what I'm looking at the moment. You have to really scroll down for the West Ham players. No, Daniel Chester's probably isn't going to score. They got Daniel Chester's at 11-1 to be the first goal scorer in this game. Ain't going to happen, really, is it? Craig Dawson, I'll go with any time at 17-2. All right? That's the start. Right. Okay. Let's have a little look at this now. I'm going to go with the score. Now, I need to know if you've got any major objections to this. All right. Now, this is not the same as your score prediction, which we will get to in a little while. This is the score for the game. Now, I think we need it to be realistic, but a little bit. Yes. This is the first one I've seen that matches what I think, what I said. I think that was my prediction. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with the 3-1. I think. All right. So let me just go back to that. So I'm going to put in the score 3-1. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's jumped to 100-1. Okay. But I want more. I want more than this. I don't want to muck around. No, we're not doing Dawson. Clayton, we're not doing Dawson. Red card. Ariola to make 25 saves. I need Ariola to score the winner. Look, I know I said unrealistic, but we need it a little bit realistic. Nigel, thank you very much indeed for your €5 there, my friend. McTominay to get booked. McTominay to get booked. Why not? Why not? McTominay to get booked. We got Noble Pen. Excellent. Yeah. We won't mention that too much, will we? Okay. So let's have a little look at this. Player card. Where is Scott McTominay? What? Really? Add for 300 to 1. Okay. Should we do one more? Should we just tweak it up a little bit more? Okay, because that's not quite enough, I feel. No, Clayton, you're being too negative today, my friend. 3-1 to Magic. We have to do a West Ham win because you wouldn't get. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't get on that. You wouldn't get great odds for Man United to win. Let's have a little look. So 3 shots on target. I just need to have a little look. Does that? If you could do that, you could do team goal score, red card in match, winning margin, team special. No, see, I don't seem to have, not that I can see anyway, player to score, player card, result, double chance, total goals. I think to really give it a full what's it, I think we have another goal scorer. It's Dawson and one other. But make it a realistic one. Make it. I'm watching this now. I'm watching this. Dawson to get booked as well. Okay, I'll do Dawson to get booked. I can't do shots on target. I can't work it out. Sorry. For your hair to get a goal overturned. No, we can't do Sufa. Okay, I'll go and do that now. I will go and do player card. I will do Dawson to get a card as well. Poor old Dawson. He's going to be heavily involved. Oh, my word. That jumps up. Okay. It's 1,600 to 1 here. Do you know what? I won't do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go with that. That's enough. Add to bet slip. All right. Let me just put this in now. Oh, crikey. No. I almost put in £50. Can you imagine? Wow. Okay. I don't really know what to say here, but we're going to give away a few grand. If this comes in, we're giving away a few grand, basically. Okay, it's as simple as that. I don't know how to divvy it up. I really don't. Basically, at least 3, maybe 4 of you are going to win a grand. It's as simple as that, really. How's that? Let me just go through the bet again. Then I've got to think of a phrase. Why don't one of you lot give me a phrase? You know, I'm doing all the heavy lifting on my own. Right, Craig Dawson to score any time in the match. Full-time score will be West Ham 3, Man United 1. Scott McTominay to be booked and Craig Dawson to be booked. All right. If that comes in, I'll give him 5 of you a grand. How's that? It's ridiculous. I bet you're all thinking wish Gio was back. Unless that comes in, then we're having a party, basically, aren't we? We're having a party. I'll tell you what, actually, we'll scrap that. I'll give 4 of you a grand. I'll give a grand to the food bank. There we go. Done. Nice. See, so it's being generous and being charitable before you've even got any money in your pocket. How's that? Right. Okay. So I'm looking. Ragnarok. It's just, you know what? Robert's saying this phrase. You know what? We'll go with that. I've got a feeling. That's the start of a song, isn't it? I got a feeling Ragnarok. Is that not a Thor thing? Is that the fourth? Obviously, I know it's similar to the geezer's name, the Man United manager's name. Is that Thor? The mighty Thor? I am Thor, Prince of Asda. Asda and all other supermarkets. Tesco, Morrison's. None of those sell these biscuits, by the way. It's really important that you know that. Okay, that is the phrase. Sorry, I've been really vague here, Anna. To be entered in to the competition, and the competition is this. I have just placed a bet on bet. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't need to plug the betting company, do I? I've just placed a bet. If the bet comes in, I will be handing out 4 prizes of £1,000 to people who have typed in the phrase Ragnarok, and it's apparently it's the end of the Norse world. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's the beginning of giving 4 people £1,000. Now, for that grand, to win that grand, you have to have typed in Ragnarok. But also, you don't just win £1,000 by typing that in. This bet has to come in. Craig Dawson to score any time in a match. West Ham will win 3-1. Scott McTominay gets booked. And Craig Dawson needs to get booked. Now, all I would suggest is if somehow that they got good Wi-Fi or good 4G, 5G at Old Trafford, and somehow you're watching this either on the concourse or before the game in a boozer, if it is at any point 3-1 and Craig Dawson has scored and Craig Dawson has been booked, can we please just shout just shout and distract McTominay so as he gets a booking as well? That might be useful. That might be beneficial to us. Okay, there you go. The phrase is Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Or Anorak. No, not Anorak. Actually, do you know what? If you type in Anorak, that's fine as well. We've been discussing clothing, outer garments, Alterholsen, Underholsen, not Underholsen. That's something completely different. So how are we feeling? How are we feeling about that? Not about everyone's excited that they're soon going to be have a bag of sand in their pocket. Look, I don't want to divulge this sort of stuff at this precise moment, but you're not a million miles away. Put it that way. You know what I mean? I can't go and buy them very often. Put it that way. Hold on. Am I saying it wrong? Right, hold on a second. It's Ragnarok. Ragnarok, not Rack. Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Sounds like a type of music, doesn't it? Hold on, no, it's not. No, hold on. Yeah, I can't even read that. It's too long a word. Ragnarok. It's Ragnarok. It's not Ragnarok. Do we care?
It's Ragnarok. Just so you were, it is Ragnarok. I'm just letting you know it's Ragnarok. I can't be standing for this. It's Ragnarok.
Did everybody hear that? Weird, wasn't it? That was weird. Weird. Some voice. It was like X Factor, wasn't it? When the voice
live from London.
It's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, yeah. Live from Ragnarok.
It's the famous rock band Ragnarok. There you go. That's all. That's the mime you never wanted to see me do, really, wasn't it? Let's be honest with you. Well, look. No, I don't like. I should have started the biscuit chat. We got important West Ham stuff. So I'm going to go back to the start now. I'm going to go back to the start, and we are going to just run through once again the West Ham team. We've done the bet. We discussed a little bit of biscuit, but not too much. Now we go back to the start. The team, some surprises, some changes. Areola is in. Randolph's on the bench. That means Fabianski is nowhere to be seen. He's either run off or he's ill. COVID, we don't know. We don't know. He might have run away. We don't know. We can't say at this point. I'm awaiting official confirmation from the club. I'll write him an email later, and I'll say to him, has Fabianski run away? What's the score? They don't reply to me, the club. But anyway, I'll ask. Sufal is playing at right back. Dawson is playing at right centre back. Zuma returns from, what if you listen to David Moyes? Everything. David Moyes said Zuma's had a knee injury. It's the nasty one. I'm not joking. He actually said this. Zuma's had a knee injury. It's the nasty one. So he's also had COVID. It was the nasty one. It was the nasty one. I don't know what the nasty one is. So not that Kent strain again, is it? That one from Kent. That gets the bad rap. The one from Kent. Apparently the old Omicron. You don't even know you got it. The Omicron. The one from Kent. That's the one you don't want. So anyway, Zuma's back from the nasty knee and the nasty COVID. Cresswell is back from his, well, basically had a kip, didn't he? Really against Leeds. So he's back, hopefully rested, fully fit and fully functional to whip in some wonderful corners for Dawson to score his goal, which helps us make us rich. Declan Rice is there, no surprise. El Capitan. Thomas Big Sue. Thomas Potato Salad Big Sue Souček is back. We needed him. We missed him. We really did. Lanzini retains his place, which I'm pleased. He is one of the form players, and they scored the goal, didn't he, in the cup when we played? But when we beat them in the cup, I think we played Yarmolenko and we played Masuaku on the left of midfield, and we beat them with our second string. At that point, Lanzini was in the second string, wasn't he? So yeah, he's. I'm pleased to see him there. Bowen and Antonio, the real big news. It's not the real big news, actually. There's been 3 other things that are bigger news than that. The fourth biggest piece of news is that he's chosen Fornals over Vlasic, which I think that's interesting. Anyway, there you go. I should say that it is not on the television, this one. And Hammer's Chat does have a Discord channel. I don't know if Discord is a channel. I don't know if it's something you type in. I don't know what a Discord is. I thought it was an argument. Anyway, I don't know what Ragnarok. I don't know what a Discord is, but apparently, if you go into the Discord, I don't think it's a physical. I think it's like a room, or it's a chat room. I don't know what it is, but apparently, if you go into it or subscribe to it,
what's a vibe? Do you know what I mean? It's just a vibe. What? You go in there, you hang out, people talking. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just it's a way. It's a state of mind, Gonzo. Less than a room or anything else. You know,
Discord is a state of mind.
It seems that way every time I go on Twitter. Anyways, Discord does seem to be the general state of mind of the world. But yeah.
Okay. Discord does sound like a rap band. It's right. So we got Ragnarok, and then we got. I'm not going to do the mime for a rapper because nobody needs to see a middle-aged man doing a mime of a rapper. Let's be perfectly honest with you. I would have done it back in the day. I could spin the old lyrics.
I've heard you rap. I can't act
like
I haven't. I've heard you. People in the chat. I've seen Gonzo. Gonzo's phoned me on occasion, right? And then we'll be talking about, whatever we're talking about, work, life, whatever. And then sometimes he'll just drop some bars. And I'll tell you what, he can drop them. I'll tell you that much. It's better than you think. It's better than you think.
What was the guy, the comedian? That one.
Oh, yeah, Michael Dapper, Big Shaq.
Yeah. We liked a bit of that. We liked a bit of that one.
We did.
But I'm not going to do it. I don't know. People say, go on, do it. I'm not doing it. Any more than I'm discussing biscuits anymore. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I've never heard that phrase before. But I know what's being demanded. I know what's being demanded. I've never heard that one. I had never heard that one before. Spit some fire. That does sound quite cool, I gotta say. Anyway. Where are we? What are you doing, Charlie? Anyway, you joining or what?
I mean, I can do if you want me to. I can be here if you want me to.
A nice t-shirt.
Thank you. You can get it from. Is it hammerschat.com/store? No.
Store. Hammerschat store. Store.com.
.com. That's the one. Thank you very much. You can get it there. It's got rice on the back and everything. You can get. I would
not. You spilled some food on the back.
No, thankfully, no. Even I don't miss my mouth that significantly. It usually goes. You can just. I'm sitting on it, Gonzo. So you can't really see. But it is there.
How's Danny?
He's good. He's taken a bit of a beating. I'll tell you what. Right. So the dog ran in the other day, and there is a mild. You can't quite see on camera, but the dents are starting to form. You can't quite see it because it's obviously.
Did the dog bite him?
No, the worst part is no. He just ran into him with such force. It was very scary for Danny. But he's all right. He's living. He's just guarding over there for me, just in case. Do you know what I mean? Just in case something comes from that direction. He's looking over there. But no, he's all right. Bigger thing, I should say. I think you saw this, but I'll say you this anyway. My phone is currently broken. So if you were trying to contact me via my phone, I dropped it in the toilet, so that does not currently work. Just warning you now. So that's the big update in Charlie's life.
Is it still in the toilet?
No, I got it out, bless, but it was the damage was done.
Did the dog not get into the toilet?
No, I did that one by myself. You meant to stick it. Sorry.
The phone, you meant to stick the phone in some rice, which we were talking about rice, or pasta. Maybe it's noodles. You meant to stick it in some food.
It's right. So the worst thing is I was having an argument about rice at the time, and then I dropped it, and the toilet was flushing, and I dropped it in there, and like obviously when the toilet flushes, the water goes like, and you can't see like the U bend basically, and I was like, bollocks. So I just hand straight in, right? So if you've ever wondered what that water feels like when it's going, I know that now. So I put my hand in, started feeling around, could feel the U-bend, found the phone before it went around the U-bend, right? Pulled it out, and yeah, it was it's dead.
This is excellent. That's very good.
Still solid work. It's solid work.
Excellent.
Yeah, no,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's gone now. And then so I was having this argument about rice, and then Peach was live on his channel, and I was on, and I joined that, and I went, does anyone know how to solve this problem? Because I've just dropped the phone down the toilet, and they were all like, put it in rice. I didn't have rice, and so I did the next best thing, Gonzo, which is I put it in a bag of porridge oats, hoping that would get rid of some of the moisture.
Yeah,
evidently.
Yeah. Well, I hope you haven't lost too much stuff on there. I hope you did a file dump before it happened.
No, I've lost everything, mate.
Oh, damn it.
The bigger problem is two-factor authentication on everything. So I can't log into my bank, can't log into anything at the moment. So
no, it is. I do feel you should have a bigger phone. You've seen my phones down the years, Charlie.
Yes, they are large.
My phone, honestly, my phone wouldn't even fit through the door to get into the toilet, never mind down the toilet. So we're going to need a bigger phone. How are you feeling about today's football?
Mixed. I'm pretty confident. It's the most confident I felt going into a Manchester United match in a while. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still somewhat concerned about them. They're not putting out the strongest team I've ever seen. And obviously, they're not Manchester United at their most imperious. But they still have only lost one game since November, for example. And so I'm still a little bit wary. But I'm confident that we're at least got the performance and the people coming back into the side. That's Areola, Zuma, Souček. This is all confidence building for me personally. I'm
still a bit worried about the phone. I've got to be honest with you.
Do you know what, man? I've come to terms with it now. It's at 4 o'clock in the morning. I stayed up that night because I had work and stuff to do. My girlfriend walks into the room and she looks at me and I went,
with disgust.
I've thrown my phone into the toilet, and she went, that's why you weren't replying. I was like, yeah, that's why I wasn't replying. And then about an hour later, I said, how does it feel that your boyfriend threw your phone into the toilet? And she went, I don't expect much more from you, to be fair, Charlie. And I was
like, phone?
No, my phone. No, my phone.
Yeah.
How do you feel that your boyfriend threw his phone into the toilet? And she went, I don't expect much more from you, Charlie. And I went, do you know what? That's probably fair. So, we sorted that one. So
well, I'm sorry. I am sorry to hear that. So probably you wouldn't have been able to type the words Ragnarok on your phone into the chat.
Ragnarok, you mean?
Ragnarok. To Ragnarok, the best anorak.
I mean, it has. I'll just say this now. It has an O at the end, so it has to be Ragnarok because okay.
Yeah, I maybe would you think people just spelling it with an A at the end because I said it like that?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I'm like a trendsetter. I've started a new way to say.
Very much so.
The end of whatever. The end of the Norse world. That apparently the end of all things. Thor and the little weasel brother one.
Loki. Loki.
Indeed. That's the weasel brother one.
That's the weasel brother. Listen, you're very much since the beginning of this show. I looked out my window and I saw some street urchins wearing a sort of gilet but with lots of dust on it, and I was like, "That's Gonzo's. That's Gonzo's."
The dust is gone. Did you see I brushed it off during the show?
Yeah, it's a bit of that. Easy.
Oh, it's looking good now. It's looking good. I went to powder coaters yesterday. So, yeah.
I wish I even knew what that was. I'm not going to lie to you. It's lost on me.
Powder coating.
What's what?
Okay. Can you see that green stuff on there?
What, the paint job?
Yeah. Basically, it's powder. Basically, like alloy wheels. So if you've got let's say you pimped I'm talking your language, Charlie. Let's say you wanted to pimp your ride, right? let's say you wanted to pimp your ride,
as one does on a Saturday afternoon.
You're traveling down like the hood, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
And you're spitting some fire and banging some tunes, and you got one of them cars that does the bouncy thing, right?
Yeah, lowrider. Yeah.
And then what you want to do is you're thinking these wheels are not sick enough for me, right? Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, you're thinking these. What is the opposite of sick?
It's not sick.
Not bad. Sick. Let's just say bad. All right, whatever.
You say those wheels.
Those. That's what I would say. Poor quality. Those wheels are poor quality
wheels.
And what you want to do is you might want to refresh them.
They are dead.
A little bit, and you want to make them poor wheels look all vibrant and sparkly. Those alloy wheels, and you'd get them powder coated.
It's very much what Man United did by buying Ronaldo. Didn't actually fix the problems. They just sort of lobbed a bit of flash on it.
It did, but it's the equivalent of you getting your wheels powder coated. Then your wheels start saying to you, "I don't want to work with this car. I cannot be on this car anymore." The wheels have become bigger than the car.
Yeah, and then a new mechanic looked at the car and went, "We're going to have to get rid of Shaw, this guy. Ronaldo's going on the bench," and all of a sudden, the car. I mean, Ollie was no longer at the wheel, Gonzo.
No,
and I think it's very clear for all to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and they got someone else that couldn't drive to drive the car. The wheels have fallen off. Sancho's he's not even part of it. Sancho's waiting for the bus somewhere. We don't even, and then they've got another car, like an £80 million car, who's just grateful to be driven at the moment. I mean, there's all sorts going on at Manchester United in the car world, certainly.
All sorts. You know.
Yeah. So you go. So basically, I had dust. I had powder coat dust over me.
Makes sense. Explained perfectly. Now I fully understand everything through the mire of different analogies.
And I was shot blasting stuff as well, which was fun. Probably don't know what that is either, dear. Don't worry about it. People don't need to know. People know, or they don't. Yesterday, I was having fun at a factory type place, blasting stuff and spraying stuff and doing all.
Do you know what I feel like I need to do, Gonzo? I feel like I need to watch Gonzo's pinball flipper more, and in that way, that sort of knowledge might just seep into my brain a bit more. I feel like I need to watch Gonzo's pinball flipper armor. Do you know what I mean?
You do. Funny enough, I have actually got one going up later, which will be I haven't done the title, but it's like I shot blasted a pinball to see what was inside. That's how I'm going to title it, and I'm going to blank it out with a question mark so you can't see what's inside. So people just have to watch it. Have to watch this, and it gets blasted at like 2,000 miles an hour with all this iron and stuff like that, to blast and see what's underneath.
I'm actually genuinely intrigued. I'm genuinely intrigued. Of the pinballs and golf balls, the two things I've always wanted to know what's in them. I've no idea.
Just an ever decreasing smaller golf ball, like a Russian doll.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, just another smaller. Listen, I'm intrigued. That's
Well, there you go.
And what channel? Just one more time. What channel?
That's Gonzo's Pinball Flipperama, the very best YouTube channel with the name Flipperama in it in the whole of Berkshire.
And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the competition is fierce. It is fierce.
And there you go, which is amazing that a whole Irish county can fit
all of it
inside a golf ball.
I was thinking it was a Burnley centre midfielder, Jack Cork.
Well, there you go. He's very small, diminutive. The diminutive Jack Cork. But he can hit, whenever he strikes the ball, he hits it over 300 yards.
It's very impressive. The John Daly of Burnley Football Club, very much.
Fat.
Very large.
So what's going on? What have you got planned for the watch along? Are you going to watch the game?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Tell us about the Discord. Tell us about Discord quickly, because we didn't get to that.
Say that again. You glitched out, and I completely missed it.
Discord. Tell them about.
Yes, everyone.
The game's not on TV.
So basically, everyone, there's this thing called Discord, right? And it's a lovely place where you can watch the game. Now, how you say, Gonzo? I hear you ask, how does one watch the game via Discord? Is what I'm hearing you.
No, that's what I said. I did.
Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you how you basically scroll into the section below, right? The little description, and sometimes it's fun to just have a look. But what you will see is a place that says "Join our Discord." If you click on that and then scroll down on the left-hand side, there's a bit called Stream Links. You click on there, and then just before every single game, there is a. I'm just saying you'll probably find what you're looking for. If it's not on the television like you're expecting, like most places, then you'll probably find what you're looking for. I'm just saying it's there.
Absolutely. As James Gunn says, let's get to 200 likes, guys and girls. Come
on. Let's prove to Gio that he ain't needed.
Only for a bet. We'll be minted later. We'll be, honestly, be like an MTV video. We'll be there with champers and champers and cars and powder coated wheels and just having a jolly good time. That's what they say to rappers. We're having a jolly good time.
Jolly good. I hear it daily.
You know? I'm listening. From the urchins in the street with the paint splattered. Did you say?
Yeah,
gilet?
Man. Yeah,
did you say
it was a gilet. Yeah, it was a gilet. Come on, man. You got to be accurate with these things. You got to be accurate.
You do body warmer. Yeah.
Gilet, but yeah. You got to be accurate.
That's the best a man can get.
Apparently so. I have heard this.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna skedaddle. I think.
All right.
Everything all right? Yeah. All good.
Yeah. Apart from the phone situation, we're all good.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Enjoy your watch along, Charlie. Everybody enjoy the game. Just listen to what we just said. If you can't find it, I'm going to go and try and find the game now, obviously, because I won't be able to. But Charlie, I don't suppose you know the name of any good accountants, do you?
I know the name of one, and it's Stuart Morris. They are accounting professionals. Thank you very much, Gonzo, and thank you very much to them for sponsoring and making this all possible, right? And what they let you do is basically you just tell them the numbers and they'll do it for you. I cannot stress how useful that is. I did my accounts this week because it's due, and the amount of times I just thought to myself, I should have let Stuart Morris do this. And you should. Stuart Morris Accountants, thank you very much to them. Check them out. Thank you very much to you for watching. Shout out, Danny. Sorry, my hand is in front of your face there, buddy. My hand is in front of your face. How are you, everyone? I hope you're good. We found it. Yeah, it did happen. It did happen. And also, very importantly, yes, big shout out to Ginge. I know after 16, and I know you do them sometimes as well, Tom, but massive shout out to Ginge for getting those done. The people. They are thankful. So everyone, let's very quickly run through the lineups, just in case you haven't seen them. I'm going to press this button because, as usual, I don't test it. Why would I ever test these things? It's not like I'm a professional. He doesn't need to be a professional. He just does it anyway. Areola, Soufal, Dawson, Diop, Zuma, Cresswell, Rice, Souček, Lanzini, Fornals, Bowen, and Antonio versus Manchester United's lineup. They don't have the flipping JPEG, so it's De Gea, Maguire, Ronaldo, Greenwood, Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Varane, Dalot, Alex Telles, Alanga, McTominay. They're playing a 4-2-3 on. You'll figure out a 4-3-3 kind of thing. But let me know what your score. Let me know actually before score predictions. Let's go with how confident you are on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the most confident possible, 10 being the least most confident possible. How confident are you in a West Ham result today? While you do that, I'll remind you all that we do watch-alongs every single match day on this channel without fail. We've only missed one in 2 years. So hey, subscribe, like the video. Hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on future ones, because I just sit here by myself. And so without you, it would literally be nothing. So make sure to come back, and then I'll say hello to some of you in the chat. Good to see you, Steve 50. Hope you're well. Logan's here. That's what I'm coming to Hammer's chat for. A random conversation, not about West Ham. Who needs it? Who needs it? You know what I mean? Celtic Hammer's asking how it's squirting. Poorly, my dude. I dropped my phone into the toilet. So, collecting champagne corks, popping when the bet comes in, says Kervin. I didn't hear the bet, but it's Gonzo's, so I suspect it's achievable. Wayne says he's been watching us for a couple of years and he's finally subscribed. Thank you very much, Wayne. We appreciate it. We need to earn it. Do you know what, Wayne? It's not an issue. Do you know what I mean? We've got to earn it sometimes, and it's important that we get there. We get there. And if you feel that now was finally the time, give it a little subscribe. Why not? Why not? Also, he does. I can't remember what the channel's called, but he does do that. Some of them have a lot of views as well. Put your phone in rice, Charlie. It will fix it. Bag of rice covered in rice. Too late. JJ, it's done. It's dead. Trust me, I would have. I didn't have rice, so otherwise I would have popped it in rice. As Athers32 and everyone else who was in that chat can say, they were all telling me rice. But I don't have rice, so I put in oats, and that didn't work. But I tried. I did try. Didn't go well, mind, but I gave it a shot. When you drop your phone into the bag, if you have no rice, the best thing to use is Suchek. I mean, again, if I had potato salad himself, I would have lobbed it in there. But unfortunately, it just was what it was. Right, let's have a look at somebody's confidence. 10 out of 10 would subscribe again. Come on, Adam. That's what we like to hear. So 4. 3. Did you get some hash brown fries? Not yet. Trust me, it's on the list. We are trust me. When I go to get my phone, either later tonight or tomorrow, it's on the list, is all I'll say. It's on the list. Chuck, good to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're all good. Chuck, of course, a guest on Two Spanners, One Hammer to Pounds chat, Patreon exclusive podcast made just for you. Have a gander. I would. Especially Chuck's episode. It was very good, to be fair. 4, 6, 5, 7. Confidence 5. Blind optimism 9. Love that. 4, 7.2222222222222222222. I think I did enough, but I might have been wrong. 3, 6, 6, 7. Well, drop my phone down the loo and call me Stu. Thank you very much, Scott. You're a liar as per usual, but I hope you would. Hope you're good. It's unwieldy to say, but it does rhyme, and that's the important thing. 7. Kieran's here. Good day, my friend. How are you, my friend? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. 2, 7, 5. Adam, well, drive my bus and call me Butler. It's the tremendous. Adam's popping in, taking Scott's crown. Big place. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. For the second time. I'm not confident, Lamau. I'm less confident than most people are, to be fair. 4, 5, for example, in Gonzo. 5, although these two, maybe not there. I think 1, 1, 1, 5, 10 confidence. Flipping heck, Deckers. Man's coming in with just large confidence plays. As I'm fighting back the bots well and truly today. I think for me, I'm looking at about a 6.5. 6.5, but it depends what you consider a West Ham result, right? 6.5 potentially, but I guess we'll see when we come to score predictions where everyone's feeling when it comes to that in about 5 minutes' time, a little bit longer than that. But ultimately, probably a 6.5 is where I'm at. I like the confidence. If they're not there, they will be there soon. They are in the stream link section on the left-hand side in a circle. Like I say, they do amazing work over there. So that's them putting in the effort. So I can't say exactly where they are, but I can tell you they'll probably be there soon. What else are we saying? More than 10. Jesus Christ, going for a 7. There's some confidence there. Madman switched his account to Adam. What is that, Adam? Is that Madman? I don't trust you. I trust you, but I don't know whether I want to believe that Madman. In my head, he will always be Madman. I don't want to think of him under any other banner. Or do I? I don't know. Do I want to know the man behind Madman? I don't know. You weren't shot blasting the powder coat in the mug when you dropped it. No, I was just peeing. Irresponsibly, apparently. In a very irresponsible manner. 0, says Matt Dow. Flipping heck. No confidence from Matt. Which I respect saying publicly, but at the same time, we can do this, boys. I've got more than that, even or not. As long as we don't show them too much respect, I am a 7. And that's the question, right? Is whether or not we'll show them too much respect. Because that's the thing when it comes to David Moyes and Manchester United, is there's always this idea that we pay them too much respect every time, that we always just let them sort of have it. And I don't doubt that that's probably slightly going to be the case today. Now, the thing is, counter-attacking football should work against big teams like this. And I don't think personally that that's an issue against a team like Manchester United. But I do think it lets you get a little bit overawed sometimes and lets it just sort of become too much. And that's kind of what I think most people complain about. Will we pay them too much respect? I suspect we probably will. But it's about, can we successfully bounce out of that in a counter-attack and really take it to them? And I think we can. Whether or not that will work or not, we'll see. Local myths in your area. Let's get in, Matt. Let's go find some. Let's go find them. Can I recommend a good ad blocker? I use uBlock Origin on Google Chrome, and it works perfectly for me. But the other ad blocks are available. Confidence being a result or a result being a point. I think we'll win though. Love that, Deckers. Love that. Love that, Reese. Big plays, big plays, big plays. Ragnarok. Thank you very much. It is with a no. Thor, the film, Thor Ragnarok. Excellent. Lingard, Charlie, thoughts? Look, he's not coming back. I think that's clear for all to see in this, at least in this window. Some different story. We'll see what happens. But my personal opinion is let it loose and we'll see what happens and we'll figure it out at the end of the day. I don't think he's coming back. I'm in no rush to bring him back. I don't think we need him back. I think we've got everyone we need to cover. I think we should spend our money in this window on a striker and a left back personally. That's my complete and utter, that's where my priorities lie. I don't know about everyone else, but I think the idea of us chasing this singular person who we don't particularly need right now and doesn't seem to particularly want to come back right now is a thing. I got it the wrong way around. Blame it on being almost 2 a.m. 8 out of 10 for confidence. Love that, Miss MS. Love that. Big confidence plays. Also 2 a.m. Respect that as well. Is Benny available on the bench? Well, let's go back quickly to the benches, shall we? There we go. So West Ham's bench is as such: Randolph, Diop, Fredericks, Masuaku, Johnson, Krau, Noble, Vlasic, and Yarmolenko. If you're having a look there is no Saeed Benrahma, so he's not back in time. He's not made it back in time either, performance levels wise, fitness wise, whatever it is. He's not made it back in time from AFCON to make the bench. Manchester United, just in case you're wondering: Henderson, Jones, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Martial, and Rashford. A strong bench for Manchester United. You're looking at people who can come on and genuinely change games there. Lingard's done it against us before. Cavani's a brilliant striker. Martial, Rashford, also very, very good. Us, less so. Because again, David Moyes obsessed with putting as many senior players as possible, on the bench and not giving youth a chance. I don't know. Personally, that's a wrong move for me. The watch alongs of Charlie work. Lewis, unreal, Always Sunny reference. If it's not one, I respect it and I will celebrate the fact that you're saying I'm putting in the work. But at the same time, if that isn't Always Sunny work, what an episode. Hope and Crowd, come on. Yeah, so am I, to be honest. I feel like he should have had an opportunity. I don't think it'll happen now. Maybe Souček isn't fully back to full or whatever, and maybe Rice is still tired and you want to switch around or whatever. But I feel like he should have had his opportunity when the chance was there, and I don't know why he didn't. I still don't know why he didn't. I think it's a mad decision, but to be honest, I think it should have been a thing. Wasn't Charlie work just chores? I mean, that episode of Always Sunny is great. And is it chores? This isn't a chore. It's nothing but a joy. Cheers, everyone. Come on now. Right, we're just over 5 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. So at this point, let's just get straight into some score predictions, shall we? Let's just get straight into some score predictions, shall we? Let's big plays, big moves, ladies and gentlemen. Big plays, big moves. However you're vibing, let me know. I'm gonna go. I'll wait until I see everyone else's first. I'm gonna take a step back. There's one thing I need to do in chat first before I do it up, as you lot inform me. And that is, where is it? I know I've missed it. Hang on. Well, drive my boss and call me Butler. Where is Charlie? Thank you. I hope you're well. I did see it. I meant to click it. I then got distracted by something else because I have no concentration levels, and I apologize. I hope you're well. Madman. I refuse to acknowledge the previous account. Refuse. Curvinaud says 2-1 away win. 3-2, 2-0. Zuma back and Ariel starting as a clean sheet. Love that. 3-1. Goalless. A cheeky 0-0. 1-1. These times are doing my night in. Yeah, it's a thing. You just got to fight it, right? 1-0. 2-1 to the Hammers. Ooh. I think 2-1 to us as the Brownsboroughs. Ooh. Sadly, 1. Fair. 4-1 says Scott. 2-1 to us. 2-1 says as well. Jeff, there's a lot. 2-1 to 3-1 to United. If Moyes does his tactics as usual, said just pointy. You're not being unrealistic about it. 2-1 to us, says Zayamaki. Some interesting shouts there. Let's keep scrolling down. Let's find some more. Willie plays. Hey, I'm late to the party. Who's starting 11? Good to see you, my friends. It's scrolling below me right now. So have a little gander. See what you think. See how you're vibing. Man United to win the 10th minute of added time. Probably disgracefully true, Wayne. I can't lie to you. 2-1 to West Ham. Antonio to score 2-1. Sorry, it was 2-0. Sorry, 2-1, and he equalised at 6 p.m. Yeah. 2-0 to us. Thor draw 3-3. Thor draw. Love that. Ball draw, score draw. It'd be a score draw in that sense, I guess. Could rhyme both ways. Could rhyme both ways, couldn't it? If we're being honest, man. 69. Love that. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a lot more spammers than usual because it's Manchester United. So just they always do it. They always just follow the big teams around. It's just what happens. I'll say this. Thank you very much if you were just here for the beginning of the game. If you're just here for the build-up and you're not here for the actual match itself, thank you very much for coming. We genuinely appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe on your way out because we do watch-alongs for the entire game, every single match day without fail. So make sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave. And hey, come back at halftime. We'll have a conversation about what's going on. We don't have to listen to none of those pundits talk nonsense. Nah, come get involved. We can have a big old chat. About what's going on. Gonzo will probably join me for a brief amount of time. It'll be beautiful. It will be beautiful. And then, of course, I will be live throughout the entire rest of the game, first half, second half, and then a little bit after full time before and while Gonzo sets up his live match review for when the game is over. How many likes are we aiming for? Asked Katie. Katie is a great question. Listen, we hit 788. Last time, and then the time like the two times ago, which was crazy. It was mad. It was bonkers. I couldn't be dealing with that. Okay. Now, if we ever hit that again, I don't know what would happen, but it's there. It's possible. It's in the background. Then last time out, we hit 500. I think 300 is always the goal. But if we hit 500 again today, we may have to start adjusting what that goal is. We may have to stop saying, oh, we might have to stop saying 300 to go. We might have to move that. We might have to elevate it to 500. But 300 is 300's always the goal. 300's the vibe. We're relatively close. We're at 248 right now, so we're disgracefully close already to the 300 mark. We're at 250. It's going up as we speak. However, if we hit it again today, then maybe we might have to start moving those expectations up. I don't know. But make sure to hit those. I'm not going. Thank you very much. See this one. I bet Adam would have left. I'm just saying. I think Declan Rice and David Moyes is a good team today. I think 2-1 to us. I respect it, Mr. Brown's Bros. I respect it. 3-0 to the Bots. Up your game, admin. Bro, it's me by myself. I'm trying really hard. Really hard. Anyway, the teams are coming out right now. We will be getting underway in just a moment. I will, of course, put the old timer on so you know exactly how far behind you I am. Seeing as it's not an official tally, I might be slightly behind you from my position here in, of course, North Idaho, which is definitely where I am on days where it's not on UK television. I am definitely in North Idaho. But I, of course, have that timer on. So you know exactly how far behind you I am. And there we go. Quick comeback. Come on. I'm trying. I'm staring. I'm staring. We'll see how it goes. Watching on Peacock. So am I in North Idaho. I'll have you on in the background, C-Dog. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anyone who's tuned into any of these at any point, I'm genuinely appreciative because, to be honest, I don't deserve anyone watching. Sorry, I haven't seen the the sort of the JPEGs that they show before the game on the Premier League. I haven't seen them before, and Griff House is just like, and it just caught me off guard because everyone else is sort of doing the crossed hammers, a bit of that. Sort of whatever, and he's just like, yeah, and I just completely caught me off guard. I don't know why. We're moving. Come on, Charlie is massive. Let's go. Watching on TV, mate, on the Fire Stick. Ooh, big place. Big place. Oh, my man Anbar's in Vietnam, you know. Out here. Doing bits. I respect it, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest, Charlie. Idaho is beautiful this time of year. I can tell you it is, Adam. I was outside earlier in North Idaho, and I could tell you it was very nice. It was very nice. It was very nice. Hopefully it will. Give it time, maybe give it a refresh. If not, 50 bars. It's definitely somewhere you can look, but hopefully it'll get there. Hopefully it'll get there. And just before we end, I'll remind you one more time, if that's what you're looking for, then there is a place to find links for the game. West Ham, Manchester United about to get underway here at Old Trafford. Big plays incoming from the boys. Big plays incoming from the lads. John Moss, the ref. We're going to get the knee. Here we go. West Ham United to kick off. Mikel Antonio to take. And it's Lanzini to take. And we are underway. Deploy the boys. West Ham United versus Manchester United at Old Trafford. Big plays incoming, I am sure. Irons indeed, Will. Irons indeed. Now, I beg, just chill. Are baby bells included with the links? No, but there are baby bells in the fridge. So just in case, it could happen. It can happen. But we are indeed underway. We are indeed underway. It's happening. It's get hyped. Come on. Come on. Clips is in. Good to see you, Clips. Hope you're well. Did the pro jokes work out? Nope. Nope. Not shockingly. Not shockingly, I will say. But no, it did not work out. Gave it time. Tried to charge it after I took it out and it wasn't working. Then tried to charge it. Still no. Just a lot of not working, really. If we're being honest about it, just a lot of not working. Oh well, I'll get a new one at some point. I wanted to stay, but I can't. I'm 10 seconds behind. Pause me for 10 seconds, then unpause me, and then you could. But either way, good to see you, Charlie. I hope you're well. Hope you have a good time. Enjoy the match. Come on, you want big plays. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Whether you stay or not, but you could just pause me. But again, whether you stay or not. Yeah. Interesting things to see early doors from West Ham's tactical perspective. Where will Lanzini be playing? Will he be? I suspect he's in the number 10 position centrally behind Antonio, and he'll just be dropping deep. But I'm interested to see where he starts. Will he actually just drop in a free in midfield, or will it be in the 4-2-3-1 formation, which I think it will be. And then the other one, how far forward Cresswell and Kufel get? Again, I would suspect as far forward as humanly possible. But against a team like Manchester United, I wouldn't be surprised if David Moyes asks them to just chill a little bit. We'll see how that plays out. But again, I do suspect it will be exactly what we're expecting. A 4-2-3-1, Lanzini behind Antonio, Bowen on the right, Fornals on the left, and then those fullbacks just getting forward. See what it is. You are like 1 minute ahead of me. Need to mute you. Be here for the goals, though. Good. All right. Appreciate that. I'll accept that. That's a shout, but the chat will ruin me. I'll see you after the game. No worries, bro. Come on, you guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy it. I respect that fully. I expect that 100% fully. Or respect it. Not expect it. I respect it. Charlie, put your phone in the microwave. It sounds scary to me. I'm not going to lie. I know. like part of me wants to do it for the bants of just seeing what happens. Declan Rice storming through, by the way. Declan Rice tries to pull it back across straight into his first man. Nothing to be said from the... He's just trying to charge through a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it's Celtic. CH. I want to do it for the bants, but I'm also scared of what would happen if I did it for the bants to, the surrounding area of the microwave. Like, will there be an explosion? And I don't want to risk it. So yeah, I'm not gonna, but part of me is tempted to do it just to see what would happen. Not because I think it'll work, because the phone's dead at this point, but it is what it is. Oh, Fernandez plays it through to Greenwood. This is a really good opportunity for Manchester United. Greenwood can't get it out of his feet. Kurt Zuma gets the block in the end, but it was an excellent opportunity very quickly from Manchester United on the counter-attack there. Bruno Fernandes finding Greenwood in all kinds of space. And a recovering Kurt Zouma ends up stopping Mason Greenwood. It was a bad pass by Dawson straight into the path of Bruno Fernandes. Souček comes across, just stops Greenwood as much as he can, puts it onto his left foot, and Zouma is there to stop it. It's good defending. It's good defending, but it is what it is. 300 likes. Charlie puts his microwave. No, I'm just not going to do that one. I'm just not going to do that one. I prefer my house intact. Charlie, if you ever get any electrical equipment wet, do not try to turn it on until fully dry, as the damage is done by cross circuits, mate. Do not microwave. Don't worry, I'm not going to microwave it, Bobbly, but that's interesting knowledge. Interesting knowledge. I have tried to turn it on, and it kind of turns on, but then also turns straight back off in the online process. So who knows? Who knows? I should also say, because I didn't get around to it, thank you very much to Bobby66 for the tea and biscuits and the £5, and then the €5 from Nigel Hoare. If you are both here, then thank you very much. We appreciate it. I need to lob your thing on the ting. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that in the build-up. Thank you very much. Let's just get on that. As West Ham have a throw deep inside Manchester United's half. 5 minutes in on the left-hand side. Nigel, I'm not going to lie to you if you're still here. I don't have the Euro sign on the keyboard, so I've just put pounds. I hope you don't mind, but thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good morning, Charlie, from a cold and wet Florida. Come on, you irons. Come on, you irons. Simon, that's what I love to see. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope all's going well over there. Hope all's going well over there. What time is tea and crumpets? It's every time, Samuel. IMO. It's every time. Sonny, let Ginge know, or either of the AFAs. They're the smart people. I would be able to do it, but I cannot currently. But they are the smart people in there who are doing the things. And I would also advise everyone to add download and ad blocker. But Bowens with great opportunities picks up the ball. He's charging it in. He freaked out. He freaked out and took a heavy touch. Jared Bowen was streaming towards the area. There was space for him to put it onto his strong foot, but he was trying to bait the defender in, who just stood strongly on his feet. And at the end of the day, it ends up just being a little bit better. But I'll tell you what, this game's open. Opportunities at both ends right now. Obviously, Manchester United have had the better one with Greenwood, but they're certainly a little bit more open than you would expect. West Ham are starting a lot more on fire than we have done the last couple of games. The last couple of games, we've started so horrendously slow. In fact, for a little while, we've been starting horrendously slow. And today doesn't feel like that. Today it feels like a little bit like that West Ham of the 2 months, the beginning of the season, when we were really killing it. Just coming out of the gates hard, going for it, trying to go for the jugular. It looks like we might be able to get that right now, but it is leaving us slightly open at the same time. It is leaving us slightly open at the same time. It's not like Man United haven't had their chances. I bet Gio's going mental swing in his... Well, you know, whether he has nunchucks or not is a different story, but I suspect he is going very mad. He's going very mad. Has a Brexit keyboard? No, I just don't have a flipping... Unless it's somewhere I haven't seen it. It's an old keyboard. I'll tell you that much. But, well, I say old. It's from like 2012, so it should have a Euro icon on it. But, I don't know, man. Ooh, phone and microwave might be handy if home invaded, if utilized like Under Siege. I'll need to watch that film to see if there's any little nuggets I could use. We did think we were getting home invaded the other night. It didn't happen, but there was a moment there where it seemed like it was going to happen. Free kick to Manchester United just outside the area. Bruno Fernandes going down very dramatically. There is contact and it is probably a foul, but that's not to say he couldn't make the most of it, which is definitely what Bruno Fernandes did there. Still. Ronaldo, obviously over this one, like 1000% over this one. There's other players standing over it as if there's any chance it's not going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know why we're even pretending. Of course he hits it. It hits straight into the wall. Fred on the outside of the area picks it up. Out to Greenwood again, looking to go onto that left foot, hits it. Good block by Cresswell, out for a corner. It's well defended by Cresswell there. Greenwood just trying to get him onto the wrong foot, just stands him up well, similarly to how the defenders did to Bowen earlier on. But yeah, I don't know why other people were standing over that. Like at any point, it wasn't 100% going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. If you think he's giving away a free kick, you're in the wrong. Leo plays. What stream software do you use? Give me a second, Leo. We'll come back to this corner in. Headed away first man, I think, by Declan Rice there. We use StreamYard to actually speak to people. That's where the comments and stuff are coming from. And then to do all the fancy stuff on screen, I use OBS. And in my own personal stuff I do on ATOP Lad and ATOP Mark, I use OBS as well. Open broadcast software. Not Streamlabs, just OBS. So yeah, hope that helps. If you need any help, ATOP Lad on Twitter, let me know. Always happy to try and help. I'm an idiot, but I can try out. Remove the scanners, says Soham. I'm trying, mate. I am trying. I promise you. I am trying. I promise. I promise. I'm going as fast as I can with these things. But I am also watching a game of football and trying to do that at the same time. Fred's on the ball in the 6-yard box. Exciting opening plays to this game, you know. Like I say, we've been disgustingly slow for a lot of our opening gambits for a little while now, and today it doesn't seem to be that way at all. We are going for it. We are going for it. I mean, it's leaving us open to the back, and it's leaving Manchester United giving them opportunities, but it's at least exciting to watch. You can't say it's not. You can't say it's not. Sky Sports kicking themselves today. I'm select this one. Zuma just clearing that one out. Like I say, it's an exciting opening. We've been looking more dangerous than I expected us to. However, at that same time, we have been very, very open. We have been very, very, very open. Anyone looking for streams, all right, 30 pass is a thing you should look at. But yeah, no, we've been very open, and so there is a slight concern that we're playing a little bit too. We're going for it a bit too much. I suspect Dave Moss will be firing that. I also think we'll probably be very. I think the instructions will be gun for it early doors and then start to sort of recede backwards when it's not. As the game goes on, just start to recede backwards a little bit. And so when we're looking at it and saying, how long will our openness last? Probably not that much longer. And also, I'm looking at it right now. We have literally every man inside our own half, every man behind the ball. There is 11 players. Manchester United are passing the ball around near and on the halfway line right now. Every single West Ham player is behind the ball. Mikel Antonio's defending obviously a lot less than the others. Lanzini's second least. But outside of that, it is a very much a 4-4-2 formation in defense, in a defensive stance. Just trying to compress the lines down low, looking for an early ball. It was an interesting idea. Didn't quite work out for him, but it is what it is. If we're not getting top four, rather you get it. But no, guys. But no, these guys. So no. So one job today. Thank you, Glenn. I apologize that I butchered your comments so much because I am stupid. But big plays. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate it. If everyone hasn't subscribed to Glenn Klightly, everything Arsenal, and then Glenn Klightly, everything football, for more general football videos, go and have a gander. I've been watching some of Glenn's, clicking back and watching some of Glenn's bits and pieces from the AFCON, which has been very good. When there was that incredible refereeing performance in the Mali, I can't remember who it was, but that game, 100% go and have a gander. 100% go and have a gander, because my God, the confusion on Glenn's face was the confusion on mine as well. Do you ever note goals from other games? If I recognize them, if I see them happening, then yeah. I tend not to concentrate on them, but if they're happening, yes. If I get told them, then yes. We'll see. It's a good opportunity for Manchester United. They pick up the ball. Ronaldo tries to lay it back, and then Manchester United slowly playing through the lines. There was a moment when he wanted it. He wanted it played through quickly, and he's just standing on that last man, and they just got forced backwards, just passing it slowly backwards. He's got his drop deep to get involved again. He gets in trouble, hits it, and Craig Dawson, Sea Dog, no remorse, just straight stopping it. And now Antonio streaming forward for West Ham United. He's Harry Maguire very easily dealing with Mikel there. Very, very easily dealing with Mikel there. Score prediction. I didn't say mine. 2-2. 2-2 is what I'm going to go with, I think. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up. Like I say, we're playing a little bit more open than I thought we were. We're going for it a little bit more, but 2-2. I'll stick with what I was going to say, which is 2-2. Sounds like a bloody helicopter. Yeah, it does sound like there's a helicopter, doesn't it? Darren, good to see you, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. The resulting throw-in goes nowhere. Back to a West Ham throw-in once more from the right-hand side. Moss just pulling Kufal back from having a little wonder. Antonio showed too much to Maguire. Yeah, he was just running into a dead end, wasn't he? He kept going wider and wider, and it just didn't happen. McTominay picks up the ball, sort of vaguely in the centre circle, playing it across the left-hand side. Elanga down to Fernandez. Back to Tellez. Back to Elanga. This is a nice opportunity from Manchester United. Tried to whip it in towards Ronaldo, but it wasn't a particularly great cross, and Rice just boots it out. Slow mode's not the worst shout, Glenn. I mean, they'll go away soon. Let's be honest about it. They will disappear soon enough. But slow mode isn't the worst idea in the world. We'll see how it goes. If it carries on, then I'll probably be the slow mode's not a bad idea. But they'll disappear. They usually disappear after like 20 minutes into the first half. Greenwood trying to wiggle his way through, can't quite manage it. West Ham are at all sort of defensive stations now. We are playing as counter-attacking as counter-attack can be. It's the most counter-attacking you're ever going to see. Yeah, we do have mods. I don't know if they're in the chat right now. I can't lie. And after certain things happened, I became basically the only one. But sometimes mods are here. And like I say, today's particularly bad because it's Manchester United. Usually it's a lot less than this. If it carries on again, I will probably mod someone just to help out a little bit. But we'll do, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Nice ball out from Bruno Fernandes, looking for Tellez, who hits it in first time. It's not a bad one, but Declan Rice just cancelling that one out. Finds Jared Bowen. We are playing as counter-attacking can be right now. We are looking purely to try and break from very defensive positions. We're looking to stop them now. We were a little bit open in the early stages. We were pressing them when we had the opportunity to, but Manchester United over the last sort of 5 minutes, sort of taking it a lot more to West Ham United. I think over the last 10 minutes, they said they had 70% of possession. They're sitting a lot deeper in our half now. We aren't putting it to them as much as possible. Mikel Antonio's gone down off the ball there. No clue what happened, and he doesn't seem to be claiming anything. But as we were going for a throw-in, he was just on the floor. Don't know why. Don't know what happened, but it did happen. They learned that from SAS, mate. Big plays from the Super Army soldiers. You know what I mean? Just weathering the storm a bit. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. That's how it feels. Good to see you. Good to see you, Masiru. Yeah, it feels like we're just weathering the storm now. We aren't pressing as much as we were. I think that opening 15 minutes, 10-minute press that we were doing seems to have dissipated a little bit. There was a nice opportunity there if we wanted to have pressed Maguire and Manchester United's backline, and we just did not take it at all. We are back to our sort of defensive first ways. We'll see how it ends up playing out. It might work out, and that's a good tackle by Declan Rice on Cristiano Ronaldo. See you later, Cristiano, mate. He comes and tries to tackle Declan Rice, who then loses out on the ball there, Declan. West Ham managed to play their way out of trouble there a little bit, but Declan under pressure from Ronaldo after tackling him does sort of make a minor mistake there, but West Ham managed to get away with it. But we'll see. Look, like I say, we may have gone into this sort of defensive mind first. We may have sort of reverted deeper and deeper, like you would expect David Moyes against Manchester United to do. But we've been counter-attacking with... I don't know. Maybe I'm doing... We'll see how it plays out. Roses are red. If we lose, we're all going. What happened to the toilet? Somebody your phone? Don't know what you're talking about. Mate. Don't know what you're talking about. Nibbles. Usually Ginge on the Discord posts one specifically for phones. I don't know what site it is because I've never watched it. But yeah, there's usually one in there. If not working, some people are talking in the chat. Have a gander. See what's going on down there. We'll see how it plays out. When Declan plays DM, we're a better team, says Bonnie. I agree with you, Bonnie. I strongly agree with you, mate. Strongly agree with you. You have to get your sleep or non-sleep routine over the winter. Yeah, I've sort of slowly started moving towards it now. Oh, Fred looking for a Elanga who can't quite do anything with it. He does manage to find at least Bruno Fernandes. There's eFootball 2022 adverts going on. Do you remember when that game came out and was the worst thing going? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've started. Oh, Fernandes in. Bloody hell. It's like they have Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo almost getting a goal there in the 20th minute. Whipped in from an incredibly deep position. Or not incredibly deep, just a deep position from Bruno Fernandes. It's beautiful stuff. You have to admit, what a flipping ball from the Portuguese playmaker into the path of Cristiano Ronaldo, who was just off that last man. I don't know if he got a head on it or not. In the 6-yard box, can't get it on target. That was a bloody good opportunity for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes is so disgustingly good. Thankfully, it didn't work out for them. But my God. That was a warning bell. Yeah, a little bit. We can't let that sort of thing happen. Oh, there you go. Declan's coming through with big plays. Darren, yeah, to finish what I was saying, I'm getting there, Darren. I'm starting to wear up those cogs. I've started going to bed at like 9, 10-ish, and then getting up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'll get there slowly. Clinton Baptiste is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If that is the real Clinton, namaste, of course. If it's not, namaste anyway. Do you know what I mean? Good signs. Chasing shadows? A little bit, mate. A little bit. I cannot lie to you. A little bit. Elanga whips it in, looking for the head of Dallo, of all people, but very wide. Oh, Peach is here as well. Yes, my G. Took me a million baby bells to get the stream up. Oh, my God. We got this. Big up, Danny. Done, no. Charlito's in the building. Thank you very much, Peach. Big plays indeed. If you haven't subscribed to West Ham Random, make sure you go and do that. I would highly recommend it. He's a good lad. He's a very good lad. MJF is in the building. Ragnarok is a dinosaur. Sack the clown and bring in someone competent. What is he, Maxwell? Mid. He's mid, mate. He's just mid. To be fair, I think he's very good. It's just going to take him time. He's just very precise. He's just very precise. Have you pronounced your party animal status? Unfortunately, for a little while, yes. For the foreseeable future, I'm going to have to go to bed at incredibly sensible times and wake up at sensible times for the Winter Olympics. I'm working the Winter Olympics, and if I do that and then have this sleeping pattern that I'm planning to try and get to, then I will be able to. I'll be able to do the watch-alongs at the same time. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed. This has been all Manchester United for the last 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Just all Manchester United, what's just completely and utterly all over us. It could not be more them if they tried. It's been frustrating to deal with. I can't lie to you. West Ham have had 1 shot so far, none on target. Manchester United have had 5, but also none on target. But it has been all them. There was that early, like I said, that early period seems to have disappeared now. That early statement where it was once an opportunity for West Ham to actually do anything. No more. West Ham have completely reverted into a deep defensive position. And at that point, it is just Manchester United sort of lining up, waiting for stuff to happen. It is no longer a time where West Ham look like they're trying to take it to Manchester United in any way, shape, or form. We are playing purely reactively right now. 257 of you watching right now, 298 likes. Well, thank you very much for the 298. It looks like we have just indeed hit the 100. Thank you very much, everyone. I genuinely appreciate it for hitting the 300. Thank you very much. The goal has been met. Maybe we should be moving up to 500 now. Maybe that is a thing. But what we'll do, that's what we'll do. Come on, that's what we'll do. 400 is the next goal. Let's step up to that 400. Can we hit it? Like I say, we hit over 500 last time. The time before that, we hit over 700. Let's see if we can hit that 400. Maybe that's the next step up. We've been hitting this 300 too regularly now. Maybe 400 is the step. Let's see if we can get 400. Me and Scott will cover for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I forgot to like shame on you. Nah, Jeff. Jeff, you're a regular here. There is no shame to be had. No shame to be had on anyone not liking the video in general. You could dislike it if they really want. You know what I mean? There's no shame to be had. And Jeff, you could have no. You are a regular here, sir. West Ham trying to play their way through the lines here. Manuel Lanzini, or Pablo Fornal, sorry, trying to get forward. Little 1-2 of Antonio now spraying it across to the right hand side for Sufal. First touch has to take it deeper. Awkward pass, and now Manchester United can counter-attack, but Bruno Fernandes just trying a big sweeping pass out wide. Couldn't quite make it work. It was a good opportunity for Manchester United, a good idea. Bruno Fernandes, a nice try, but doesn't quite play out for him. And now West Ham, it's a really nice opportunity there for Kufal. Just get forward. Go, go, go. I know they're faster than you, mate, but go on, give it a shot. Give it a shot. He did. It didn't go out well for him. You can only try. You can only ask someone to try. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Elbow, good to see you, my friend. How are you? If you could take the draw, would you take it now? Yes. Yes. I said 2-2 anyway. So I would back a draw. I would back a draw. Manchester United, again, for all of the talk that Manchester United aren't what they once were, and all of this talk about, you know, Ralph Rangnick coming in and doing this, that, and the other, they haven't lost a game since November. There needs to be some perspective here. They've lost one game, since November. One. In the last 5 or 6, I think in the last 5, they've won 3 and lost 1. And that's the one game they've lost since November. I think if we have this argument, if we have this conversation constantly about, oh, Manchester United don't want to what's that and everything else, yeah, that's true. But still, realistically, they're not a bad team. They're not a bad team. And we're still a team who are, I would go with wounded. You know, we certainly aren't playing with the sort of freedom and excitement that we once were at the beginning of the season. We are still struggling a little bit and battling for it, and it's not going our way as much as it was. There were times earlier in the season where we were playing badly and still getting wins. That sort of disappeared. Antonio trying to flip it on for Bowen, can't quite make it work. But this is a good opportunity for West Ham. Souček with falls over in the pass, but Antonio clashes with Elanga, comes away with the ball. His pass through to Bowen was not good. It was not good. We move. But yeah, realistically, you look at it and you say, well, I think Man United are a lot better than people think they are. So would I take a draw? Ultimately, is what I'm saying. Probably. I'd prefer a win. A win here would do us the world of good. A win would do us the absolute world of good right now. But if it is the case of a draw happens, I'll take it. I'll take it happily. Ball's bouncing back and forth right now. A little bit of end-to-end stuff, not really getting to the ends, more mid-to-mid stuff. Lanzini poor pass that Fornals recovers, and then Lanzini's second poor pass in a row. Looking for Cresswell, doesn't quite find it. Danny, what I'm going to do, mate, I'm just going to move you to like there. And just angle you so you're not just blinded by the light completely. Maybe like that. There we go. We'll do a bit of that. Declan Rice getting the ball off Fernandes there. This is another one of those games where where Declan Rice really does have to just sit. Do not go further forward than that. Just sit. Yeah, we're getting destroyed in the midfield. I don't disagree with you there. I probably agree with you. I think we're letting them have the midfield because Declan Rice and Thomas Souček aren't particularly having bad games. It's just a case of they're playing more as auxiliary defenders than they are of anything else. We're not really taking it to them in the midfield area at all. We're sort of letting them have it. Very, very passive from West Ham. Very passive. How's the Hammers Chat Jigsaw sales figures looking? I think they went really well. I'm not certain. You'd have to ask Gio. As far as I know, they went really well, which I'm glad. It took me a long bloody time to design that box. I can't lie to you. To try and make it work, I was going back and forth with the Jigsaw people a lot. But yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, they went very well. To be fair, as does all the merch. The merch has gone very, very well. The end of last year, Gio put a lot of effort into that. I designed a lot of bits and pieces, and obviously Gio does all the sort of the logistics of everything, and it went better than we expected as far as I'm aware. So yeah, thank you very much to anyone who got involved with that. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, Jigsaw specifically went really well. Do you want me to try and cut the footage from where your phone met its demise and put it on Twitter? If you wanna. I mean, it's up to you. I'm trying to recover from it. Let bygones be bygones with the toilet. Not blame it for anything. Let me see. Cresswell trying to get forward into a crossing position. Bruno Fernandes does really well to come across and just stop him there. Bruno Fernandes, man. Is there anything he doesn't do? Bruno Fernandes, hear me out, is the best Portuguese player at Manchester United right now. He just is. His playmaking abilities are unmet. Just apart from the only playmaker who's anywhere near his level in the Premier League is Kevin De Bruyne, who's better than him, to be fair. But outside of that, flipping out. And then he just has this work rate. There, he came across and he didn't have to stop. Cresswell like he did, but he came across and just completely snuffed him out. As in a circle just said there, he just snuffed him out. It was so good. So good. Todd, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hi, Charlie, and all in chat. Bit late, but better late than never. Greetings from Boston. I hope Boston Mass is doing you strongly, sir. And don't worry about being late. Appreciate you being here at all. Russ Bishop, the Discord link is in the description, my friend. Go and have a gander. Ugh, the passing. It's not great. I'm not going to lie. It's not excellent. Declan Rice tackling again. He's having to put in the shift today. He's having to put in a right royal shift today. Areola just clearing it out of the pitch. Good to see him get an opportunity. Obviously, apparently, Fabianski was a late pullout, so he was probably going to start today, I suspect. But him getting any opportunity is a really good sign, hopefully. Because I really like Areola. I can't lie to you. I just really like it. Anzini trying to dink it into Antonio, who falls over under pressure from McTominay. I'm not sure what he did there. It looked more like he fell over by himself, but from the angle we have. But then again, the referee was there. And then Fornals just dragged back by Bruno Fernandes, who very angrily relaxed that. That one looked more obvious to me. Still. Lots of chat about Kufal being out of form in the chat. By and large, I agree with you. I'm not gonna lie. Just basic straight line passing is 11th. Yeah. 3-2 in the 20. What? I have not seen that, Christian. I have not seen that. I can't see any of the other scores right now. I've not got my eye on it, but that's bonkers. That's completely bonkers. Suchek trying a little flick through for Bowen, just does not come of anything. Poor, not gonna lie. You men are brilliant. Not gonna lie, in the words of Jamie. Man United are building in confidence. They can see we are crapping ourselves, says Ionix. I strongly agree. We are not going well today so far. We really are not going strongly. Opening 5-10 minutes, I was relatively happy. Our counter-attack was doing okay. And more importantly, when Manchester United had it in and around their half, we were pressing them. We were doing what we were so good at in the first half of the season. We were pressing them. We were making it difficult for them. Since then, nice ball out wide from Fred, but good interception from Cresswell as my TV, as it were, just breaks a little bit. That's fine. We'll fix that. But yeah, no, first opening 5-10 minutes, we were doing relatively well in that sense. We were making it difficult for them. We were finding those opportunities. We were making it weren't making it too easy for Manchester United. However, since then, it's not gone well. Since then, Manchester United have grown into this game in a big way, and we have really, really struggled to make anything of this. It has just been all Manchester United all of the time, non-stop Manchester United, go, 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 go. And we have completely shirked we've shirked everything. We've shirked everything. It's very, very frustrating to see. Well, yeah, you have to put a cross into the middle. So, yeah. They're praying for Diop and Masuaku to come on. Mate, that would be poor. That would be poor. That blue goalkeeper kit is a thing of beauty. It's very good. It's very good. Leo, I'm not. I help run the Discord, but I haven't done that for about a year. So the people who are on there are very good at what they do, to be fair. We've got a very big Discord, and I know the people who are in charge of it know what they're doing. So you'd have to ask them. You're looking at Ben specifically. Have a 16. Ronaldo begging for a penalty. Referee unmoved. West Ham carry on. John Moss completely unmoved there. Ronaldo begging for it, but he does that for everything, to be fair. But yeah, Leo, as far as I'm aware, we're all good for admins. We're all good for mods and admins. I think as far as I'm aware, again, if you see someone in the Discord asking about it, I suspect they'll pick someone who's been there from the beginning. But that's their job. They know. Ben knows what he's doing. I trust Ben implicitly. Ben, Athos, 32, Tom. I trust them. Safu tries to play it into the box, just hits the man who's marking him. VAR's checked it, says no. Ronaldo, again, still very angry about this. The bigger problem here is you look at West Ham's bench and there's not really much on it to change this. Vlasic is the one. Yarmolenko can change things as much as people don't like him. He has the ability to. And Vlasic, but that's it. No one else on that bench is going to change literally anything for this West Ham side. You could maybe make an argument for for Fredericks coming on and trying to get further forward. I could see that as an argument. But realistically, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen from the bench. So you're hoping that the forward players actually, the people who are on the pitch, rather than the forward players, get their act together a little bit and try and make this happen. I don't know. Cross offside there. We're looking again at the Ronaldo thing. Yeah, he goes down unbelievably easily. Cristiano there goes down about as easily as you're ever going to expect a man to go. For a guy who has that many packs, he's got a lot of packs, does Ronaldo, does Cristiano. 6, 8, 12, however many he's got. He's got a lot of them, right? Big boy. Doesn't half go down very easily. You know what I mean? Listen, I know he's getting on. I know he's old, 30-something. I get it. I understand it. At the same time, you could stay up. You could. Just an idea. But yeah, I think there's an argument to be said. Fredericks coming on. That's the only change in outside of Yarmolenko and Vlasic that have any sort of game-changing abilities. In that Fredericks is just really fast and is pretty decent going forward, even if defensively he's not there. But then again, Alanga's not been too much into this game. I don't know. Tellez has been all right. So maybe you want to stick with Sufal. I don't know. The point is that the depth in this squad is really showing its ugly head right now. Ben Rama being on the bench would help a lot, is what I'm saying. Dallo trying to wriggle his way through. Does manage to take it past a couple of players, but Zuma just says no to him on the opposite side. Zuma just cancels that out. Where is it here? Kufal on for Johnson. Yeah, I mean, that's another option. He's not playing super well, so that is definitely an option, to be fair, Megan, definitely be fair. Basically, Kufal's just not playing very well, is he? I think, if we're being honest, he's just not playing very well. Ronaldo, poor pass, looking for Fred, doesn't happen. Pablo Fornals just trying to take the ball out. McTominay gets the block. Mikel Antonio, who initially was putting pressure on Maguire and decides to try and cover the passing lane back for some reason. I don't know why. Surely you cover the passing lanes forwards and pressurize the defender, but no, he tries to play it through Bruno through to Ronaldo, who is offside. Anyway. Why does Cresswell need 3 minutes to put in a cross too slow? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. He's not fast at it. He's not fast at it. I won't lie to you. He's not quick. Yeah. No, he's when he does eventually get the cross in, it's great. But yeah. Yeah. We cannot pass in this game, which is a massive handicap. If we want to win, I don't know what to suggest. Sorting our shit out, maybe? I don't know. It's difficult because, like you say, as we're talking about now, there's not much depth. It just requires everyone to play better. And right now, that's not happening. I mean, to be fair, there hasn't been any attempts, any shots at all in the last, 20 minutes or so, maybe longer than that. So there is a level of looking at it and going, well, is it working? Would David Moyes think it's working? I'd be tempted to say David Moyes is probably thinking this is working. Jarrod Bowen does really well there to win the ball, by the way. Big long kick goes, it felt like straight to Fred, and Jarrod Bowen just picks up the ball and goes for it. If Bowen got back up quicker than that, he could have carried on with the ball. He's begging for a foul. If he'd got back up there, he wouldn't have had time. But yeah, I don't know. Not good. I'm not usually a pessimistic person, but 3 points aren't coming to us today without Rice. We are losing. Probably, yeah. I mean, just in general, we're not winning. In general, we're not winning. I think Rice or not, I think we're not winning. He's been our best player today, so maybe. Thanks, fair point. Manchester United trying to play the ball forward. Tellez, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes back to Greenwood, trying to find his way in. And nice, just foot in from Kufau there, stopping that play from going any further. Cleared away, not good. Manchester United recollected the ball from the clearance, literally inside our half. Fernandes trying to find Greenwood, couldn't quite find him that time. Maguire with a calm header back to Rafa Varane, just inside the centre circle. Manchester United. Oh, Varane. Oh, it was almost a disgustingly good big diag from Varane. It doesn't quite work out, but it was almost there. He was almost there. 3 minutes of allotted time in this first half to go before stoppage time, of course. And you got to say, this is Man United's game to do literally whatever they want with. It has not been a great performance from West Ham. It's not been a great performance from West Ham. If we go to the, where is it? If we go to the stat screen, it's been far from a good West Ham performance. You can see here 5 shots to Manchester United, only 1 from West Ham, none on target at all. But you can see again, there's been no shots since the 22nd minute. But outside of that, possession has been mostly Manchester United. If anything, we've got more into the game as it's gone on, but there was a heavy period there of just Manchester United. Park's succession is all Manchester United. It really is just a big Manchester United. It's all Manchester United right now. Not the best performance they're ever going to see. If you're a more informed Manchester United, you're going to make West Ham really pay for what's going on so far. But realistically, right now, it's Manchester United, and we are not in this game whatsoever. Not even close to being in this game. It's a David Moyes performance against Manchester United. I mean, what more can we say? We know what they're like. We know what they feel like. We know what they usually end up like. And so far, it's been a textbook one of them. We obviously beat them in the cup earlier in the season, but outside of that, every time we seem to face Manchester United under David Moyes, this is basically what we get. And this is what we're getting again, unsurprisingly. It's going to take a big... Vlasic, maybe you could make an argument for coming on. I don't know who for. Fornals isn't playing badly. Bowen's not playing badly. Lanzini's sort of not existing, so maybe you take off Lanzini, I guess. But really, I don't know if that's fair either. But then yeah, like Yarmolenko, maybe you switch right back up to Johnson or Fredericks, but there's not really many game changers in that. And that's when it comes down to man management. I mean, it's going to take we've seen a couple of times, to be fair, in the last couple of months where we've had a poor first half, and beginning of the second half, we've come out looking like a slightly different team. And I want to put that down to, I don't know whether or not it's this, but it feels like it could be a David Moyes halftime masterclass, maybe a bit of shouting, a bit of the old hairdryer treatment. And yeah, maybe that's what that is. And it's probably, if we're going to get anything from this, it's what we're going to need right now, because this first half has been almost all Manchester United. It's a really good opportunity. Oh, it was a nice piece. Oh, no, it's not over. Lanzini on the left-hand side picks it up. Whipples his way into the area. Just foot gets caught underneath him. It's good defending, I think, from McTominay in the end. Whipples his way in, I think I said there. A good opportunity for West Ham. A nice piece of ingenuitive play from Mikel Antonio to try and create the opportunity. But half-time, 45 minutes on the dot, the referee blows the whistle, and it does end Manchester United 0, West Ham United 0. And you have to say, if we're being honest, maybe harsh on Manchester United. The truth of the matter is they haven't had a shot since the 22nd minute, and that has obviously, it's been a poor second half, poor second part of the first half in that sense. There's literally no shots, and so it seems harsh to say it seems harsh to go, Manchester United should be further ahead than that. But equally, if we're being honest, that was all one way. That was all one way. Early doors in the first half, you had some opportunities. You had some instances where West Ham were really taking it to Manchester United. Were trying to press them when they were passing around the area. It felt a little bit like that sort of West Ham we had in the first couple of months of the season, where we were really taking it to teams, really making it count, really making it difficult for the opposition. But after that first 10 minutes or so, it became all Manchester United. If we look at the shots, for example, here, you see we had that shot right at the beginning of the game. And then after that, Manchester United, basically all Manchester United. Now, they haven't had a shot since the 22nd minute, but it's still all Manchester United. If you look at, for example, during that period, the possession, you can see how heavily favoured in Manchester United's favour it actually was. Since then, it's been a little bit different. It's been a lot more even, but even then, it's still been Manchester United getting the better of us. Not great, but yeah. It's a difficult game. It's a very, very difficult game, because realistically, if the 11 we have on the pitch aren't doing it, then the bench aren't going to come on and change that. If we look at our bench here, you're seeing Vlasic and Yarmolenko as potentially the two actual game changers. Like, I know we've had a lot of conversations, for example, in this half about Soufal's performance not potentially being up to snuff and stuff like that. And I think there's an argument to be said that Fredericks could maybe change the game going forward with his pace. It might make it a little bit more difficult to defend against Manchester United. You can get down to the byline more often and maybe pull it back, trying to do something with it. But even then, realistically, you're sort of hoping Johnson will maybe put in a better defensive display, but isn't going to change our fortunes going forward. Particularly, that means it's really down to Vlasic and Yarmolenko if you're looking at our bench. And Vlasic, I like Vlasic. I still want him to come good. I still think he could come good. Yarmolenko, we know what Yarmolenko offers. They're not particularly game changers. You know what I mean? And that's difficult. That's difficult because you look at that team and you say, that's practically our strongest 11. You know, obviously you maybe swap out Dawson. I know some people would maybe make an argument for Fabianski. Personally, I think Harrier is better, but we can make that argument if you want. You'd probably swap out Dawson. And outside of that, Ben Rama, and that's it. That's our strongest 11. And if this isn't a case where if this isn't a shining example of why you might need to sign some players to just have something on the bench. Obviously, Ben Rama being on the bench if he was fit would be better, but you know, a second striker to maybe go 4-4-2 or to go to some sort of different formation. Maybe you put Antonio on the wing, try to have him cause some havoc, and you put someone else up front. There's a lot of options here, and it wouldn't actually surprise me if we saw David Moyes maybe change it, maybe put Jared Bowen up front and change Mikel Antonio on the wing or something like that. But ultimately, you can't sit here and act like it hasn't been and shouldn't have been. Manchester United probably should be leading in that game. The fact they haven't had a shot since the 22nd minute is hilarious to me, because realistically, that is a Manchester United half. That was Manchester United's half, 100% from start to finish. From start to finish. How do you lot feel, though? How do you lot feel? What are you saying? What are you saying? How are we vibing the game? How are we vibing the game? Because, yeah, it is what it is. While you let me know, by the way, make sure to subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. The aim is to get 400 likes today. We streamed past the usual goal of 300. I think we're probably going to hit 400 as well. But make sure to do that and subscribe, because we do watch-alongs every single match day on this channel. Every single match day. Without fail, we've missed 1 in 2 years. And I'm here every single time getting involved with you lot. So make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the build-up, live, watch-along action. Because, you know, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you. And I'd love your opinions. So let's have a look at some of them then. Let's have a look at some of them then. Mr. Pickle says, like the Leeds game, the energy and the work made off the ball when defend is far better than ours. We are sitting deep, but when we win the ball, we are so slow on the counter. Strongly agree. It's something we need to be better at. Again, first 10 minutes, we were pinging the ball forward with with pace. We were just gunning for it. And then since then, it's been like, well, we'll try and pass it out maybe to the fullbacks. We'll see what he can do. And it's like, what a boring half. Yeah, and it didn't feel like that. That's the worst thing about it. Is like it felt like in the opening stages it wasn't going to be that way, but it very quickly turned into a poor half of football. Opening 10 minutes it was exciting. There was stuff going on. I was like, oh my god, West Ham Man Utd is happening. And then since then, it just got sort of slower and more boring and more just not good. We're honest. Lewis says, I'm happy to be honest. Both teams defending well, not offering much. United passing looks really snappy. Hope he can nick a goal second half. I'm not sorry. Manchester United, where is it? Both teams defending well, attacks not offering much. I'm not sure who you support, but I hope, listen, for your own sake, I hope whoever you support gets next to goal. But yeah, I don't know. It's the best I've seen Manchester United this season. Again, we have this idea that Manchester United are bad this season, and I'm not saying they're any good. They're certainly worse than you would expect them to be with the talent they have on the pitch. You're looking at flipping Cristiano Ronaldo's there, but realistically, they've still only lost 1 game since November. This isn't a poor team, you know. And again, it's Moyes against Manchester United. This is what happens when we play Manchester United. Apart from that one time we beat them in the cup, which was a grand old time, we are very scared of them usually. Tim says Man United are quicker and stronger, but wasteful in the front half. We have not got any rhythm at all. Yeah, the passing has been all over the shop, really, hasn't it? You're looking at our pass success rate just on the other screen here. We've hit 77 so far, and 0 key passes whatsoever. We haven't been able to find sort of anything of note at all. It's just been nothing. Just been nothing really. Chippy lacking a bit of confidence there, coming in off a win. We are not. Good point. We're coming off of a very disappointing loss. Actually, to be fair, it's a very fair point. Moyes is relying on set pieces for this one, and it only takes 1. We could have 3 points. Not wrong. Again, not wrong. You've got Zuma, you've got Dawson, you've got Souček, you've got Rice. These are all big boys. You've got Antonio. These are all large gentlemen. Bowen somehow needs to score with his head apparently at the moment. That's just the thing that's happening. So yeah, you're not wrong by any stretch of imagination. Actually, if we were to get a corner, and with Cresswell, his corners recently have looked on the up. Maybe all of a sudden we can nick one, but it would take us to actually attack to get one of those corners. But hey, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. Right, let's scroll down and see what we're saying. Our best play was through the middle. Hopefully we see more of that in the second half and at least to a few chances. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I think that's mainly because we've been so poor out wide, but I don't disagree. I don't think you're wrong by any stretch of imagination. But yeah, I think we have been very, very poor out wide. In the attacking sense, we've been very poor outside. So but you're not necessarily wrong there. You're not necessarily wrong at all. I'm watching them go over the penalty shout like there was anything to be even spoken about in that. Look, I'm not saying Zuma doesn't touch him. Of course, Zuma touches him, but Cristiano Ronaldo goes down like a man who doesn't have 14 packs on his stomach. They played in midweek. How come we look more tired? Says Mike. Good to see you for a start, so I hope you're all good. Secondly, bro, your guess is as good as mine. We just look a little bit lost, don't we? I like tired is a kind way of putting it, because that I think that gives you an excuse almost to say, look, we're tired. No, bro, we just look lost. We just look lost, staff. We don't really know what we're doing. The passing's poor. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Raymond says it's all part of the plan. Raymond, mate, I hope you're true. I hope it's true. I hope you're honest about that. I hope you're right, is what I'm trying to say. Let's play Sub Bingo while we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Sub Bingo, of course, is the game when we predict when David Moyes will make his first substitution. I don't need the player, although if you want to give me the player, you can. I'll put the bench just below me right now so you can see which West Ham players there are. What minute will David Moyes make his first substitution? Will we get a cheeky half-time one? Buendia, what a header that was, by the way, for Villa earlier on today. Let's get involved with that. I didn't do it at the beginning of the game, and I'm glad I didn't now because it's something we could actually talk about in an interesting manner. While I say that, I'll give once more thank you to Bobby66 and Nigel for the £5 and €5, respectively. Appreciate it very much. It helps keep the lights on, the full-time fund with Hammer's Chat and everything else. It's incredibly greatly appreciated. Other things I'll say, hey, make sure to subscribe, like the video, all of that good stuff, because we have plenty of things coming. A lot of things coming after today. Of course, there's not a match for a little while. Gio's got former player interviews lined up, which he's been very excitedly telling me about recently. We have potentially an Insights coming back, which is going to be something that you're all going to very much enjoy that video. I'm going to put way too much effort into it, but I promise you it'll be worth it because you're all going to enjoy the concept. I'll tell you now. It's about Declan Rice. So that's hype for all of you. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming despite the fact there won't be many matches. And of course, there's transfer window. So if you want to keep up to date with all the transfer gossip, make sure to come back because we've got a lot going on. Right, let's have a look at some of these sub bingos, shall we? 67, 76. Moyes needs to call in the SAS, the Super Army Soldiers. 57. Vlasic on, please. I kind of agree. I think that's the only one we can do. 94th minute chippy. It's probably disgracefully correct. 78th minute. We need more passes on the ground, says Gurdev. I'm going to go with Gurdev. I agree with you. I'd like to see a little bit more zip. That's the international sign out, which was zip, probably. I don't know. Vlasic 65, 53. That's the earliest one from Adam there. 71st minute, Yarmolenko for Antonio. Probably disgracefully accurate. 73rd minute, Masuaku for 4 hours. 100th minute says Hayen. Again, yeah, probably 76 minute. Contact license, I think that shots on target stats didn't move for the last 20 minutes, says a lot. They didn't at all contact you. Are 100% correct. If we go back to it, I don't know if this is going to work. No, it's just going to be me closer. It's going to be more of me, and that's something none of us need. There we go. You can see here, if we do go to the shot stats, I've clicked on the wrong thing there. If we do go to shot stats, you can see we had shots in the 22nd minute. That was the last Manchester United shot. Outside of that, nothing. No shots for either team. Not a single one. So yeah, not great, is it? Not great, if we're being honest. Not good. 67th minute, Vlasic on 100th minute, 68th minute, 78th minute after Jading scores and makes us all cry, says Onion Guy. Probably disgracefully accurate, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you. 78th minute, 76th minute, Masuaku, FFS. Again, yeah, probably. Yarmolenko, 89th minute. Bit pathetic, to be fair. It's not great, mate. 68th minute, Vlasic on for 4 nows. If they put Lingard on, we are effed. Again, probably very true. We can't lie. I think he'll make one at half time. It's Frazier. Frazier was the first person to come through with that, which is, I'm interested. I'm very interested to see if that happens. You would hope it would. 89th minute, 80th minute. We're looking 1-0 up, and he brings on Diop for Zuma. Well, we're 1-0 up, Wayne, so I'll take it, Wayne. You know what I mean? 1-0. Let's drag that win out, shall we? 90th minute, Hayden's coming through with all of the predictions, and I respect it. Raymond's on his coach going, no, he's done. He's done with the day. 66. I could only want to see Vlasic on Yarmolenko and Masuaku, and we lose. I mean, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. If we're being honest about it. The options aren't there. That's what makes it difficult. The options aren't really there. I've got some faith that we might come out and do something straight out the gate of the second half. We've been doing that over the last month or so. We've been making it a thing by gunning at people early on, just going for them. It has happened after the second half, but it's just not been the most exciting thing to see in the world the rest of the time. But the first that second half, we've just been going at people, and so potentially, hey, maybe we do go for it. Maybe we do cut and run. I don't know. Again, we have done it of late. I don't know. Theon and Egan, first of all, good to see you. Hope you're well. What channel? It is not on United Kingdom television legally. Unfortunately, it's not on legally, but there are ways in which you can watch it, in which you can watch every game, West Ham game. If you look down in the description below, there's a bit there called Join Our Discord. It's a lovely West Ham Hams chat community, but fans of all clubs are welcome. But if you scroll down to stream links on the left-hand side, more importantly, there are stream links for you to watch the game. And just before the two teams come back out for the second half, I'd like to thank you all for coming. If you're coming here just for half time, I appreciate you being here at all. Remember to come back at the full time when we will have a live review with Gonzo. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, if you're sticking around, thank you very much. We have the watch along carrying on. Keep on trucking. Another 45 minutes where West Ham could potentially get a cheeky dub against Manchester United. Will it happen? Won't it happen? I don't know. We'll see. But make sure to stick around and find out with us. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the bell icon to make sure you don't miss any watch-alongs, because I do it by myself, and without you, it is literally pointless. It would be a mess. And I need you lot in the chat, A, to guide me, and B, just to make me look less like a raving, just someone just screaming into his computer at home. You know, I appreciate it. But hey, if you're off to watch the second half, regardless, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. If you're sticking around, let's get those likes up, people. Let's get those likes up. Aim is 400. I think we are going to hit that today. I think that's going to be our new baseline target, 400, because we're hitting 300 a bit too consistently. So maybe we'll hit 400. We're at 374 right now, so we'll get close. We'll get close. But hey, second half, maybe bell time. I'm seeing the word bell already. Tell you when there may be bells are coming. Bells are probably coming at this point. It feels like a game where bells are going to be necessary. We'll see what happens. Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty. Round that. DeVito could destroy West Ham. Listen. He's a warm-hearted... Look at him. He's a warm-hearted gentleman. He's not going to harm anyone. Football club or otherwise. Football club or otherwise. Two teams are coming back out now for the second half. Get hyped, everybody. Get excited. I will, of course, press go on the timer so you know exactly how far behind you I am. Well, I might be slightly ahead of you. I've been slightly ahead of people today in general, which is quite weird to see, but still. I wasn't requesting it. Listen, I'm just letting them know. If the bell demands start, then it may be time to bell. I don't know. We'll see. Two teams out on the pitch. Manchester United are going to get this game underway for the second half. Like I say, thank you everyone for joining. Like the video. Come on, let's do this. We're at 387. 400 is possible, people. 400 is possible. Second half is about to kick off. Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United playmaker, the best Portuguese player they have, is about to do bits for them. The whistle goes, and off we go. Deploy the boys. Come on, you Irons. Big plays incoming. Second half. Let's go. Manchester United don't know what's coming. No subs at halftime, as far as I'm aware. They haven't mentioned any subs, so there we go. That's life. We'll see how it goes. I want to see pressure. I want to see pressing from the early doors. This is an opportunity where we should be pressing. This is an opportunity where we usually would press. We are too scared. We have not done it anywhere near often enough. It's infuriating. It's not on in the UK legally. You can watch it on, I think, DAZN, for example, and Peacock in the United States, which is where I definitely am. I'm in North Idaho, 100%. Don't ask questions. Otherwise, there's places you can find it. Yes, Lauren, come on, you want. Let's go. The first half was just reinforced what Leeds showed us. We have to sign some players, says Jonathan. Yeah, I strongly agree, mate. I strongly agree. If the bench doesn't scream we need players in, and this performance doesn't scream we need players in, then I don't know what is. We've not been at the races for several months now, and we need to find that again. It's annoying. It's frustrating to see because again, we just had an opportunity there coming out of the second half. I was expecting us to come at it a little bit, go for it a little bit, and I thought, maybe we'll step to him a little bit. And there was a perfect opportunity to press like we were doing incredibly in the first half of this, in the first couple of months of the season, and we just stood off them and watched them pass the ball around in their defense. And I'm like, this is when we should be trying to make them pay, but we're too conservative right now. We're too conservative. Roy, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Roy. For your sake, whatever team you support, West Ham or Man United or anyone else, I hope they get a dub for your own sake. But happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Can we find some short set for Antonio? Never, ever gonna happen. His calves are too big. That's a good switch out to Alenga on the left-hand side. Tries to take in on Kufal, and Bowen does manage to find his space in a shot. Follow-up, Tellez tries to whip it in. I think it's Ronaldo can't get there, and it's going to be... I think it was offside against Ronaldo anyway. It was close. It was a really nice switch of play out to Alenga out on that left-hand side. Steps through the pace a little bit, tries to whip the ball in. Tellez is the one who's offside, and it's pulled across for Ronaldo. Kurt Zuma tells him no regardless, but the offside whistle ends up getting blown, and it's a free kick to West Ham. Practically a goal kick to West Ham. But yeah, warning signs a little bit. Maybe not warning signs, but certainly not something that's going to fill you confidence. Connor says, Moyes won't change anything until we go one down. I think he would be very happy with a point. Yes, I strongly agree. All Greenwood going through the motions here for Manchester United. Ronaldo tries to flick it back. No one even close to that. I'm not sure why he tried it. But Dorsa plays it back to Areola, who then just passes it out under some pressure. It's just a scary moment there. Fernandes whipping it in, looking for Ronaldo. Zuma with a foot in as the ball gets played away. It's Manchester United once again on the halfway line. Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire playing it between themselves. Maguire hitting a big diag out to Alex Tellez, who's passed inwards. It was sloppy, but they keep possession of the ball. Again, West Ham just letting Bruno Fernandes dictate play from the deep positions. Fred goes flying through. Fred hits it. Save from Areola. The first shot we've seen since the 22nd minute. And it's Areola who makes the save. Fred is the one who does it. He picks up the ball just outside the area. Space is just opened up for him. It was poor from Declan Rice, who allows him through, and he hits it strongly. And it's not a great one, not in any of the corners, but forces Areola to get at least a stronger hand to it. And it's going to be a corner to Manchester United. Tellez takes it from the left-hand side, whips it in, headed away from Souček. Lanzini does well, combines with Fornals to try and get the ball away. West Ham forced back, but Antonio steaming through on the left-hand side continues to play. West Ham don't really have the numbers forward. Mikel Antonio on that left-hand side's cross was about as Mikel Antonio is ever going to see. Then my voice is now going to slowly go down in cadence, back to talking normally, because again, it was Mikel Antonio trying to cross the ball. A really good opportunity in the build-up there from Manchester United. Fred getting a hit on it, and it wasn't a particularly great shot. It was decent. Don't get me wrong. It was on target. He's forced to save from Areola, who just has to put strong hands on it. Wasn't too far in the corner. Wasn't an unstoppable shot by any stretch of the imagination. A sort of routine, functional save in the end, but certainly some warning signs. Declan Rice lackadaisical in the build-up to that. The pass from Fernandes through. Declan Rice just, I don't know what he was doing. It hits off him straight into the path of Fred, who charges through. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, 2 shots from Man United in this second half so far. Scary. Bruno Fernandes again, just whipping his ball out onto the left-hand side, to the right-hand side, sorry. We really need to be more. Why is no one on Bruno Fernandes? He is dictating this game with such ease for Manchester United. He's dropping just slightly deeper from that number 10. He's basically doing what Lanzini does. He's dropping deeper from that number 10 position, getting into sort of in line with the defensive midfielders, sort of finding interesting spaces, and then just... He has such good passing range, and we are just allowing it to happen. We are just full on allowing it to happen, and it's a problem because he is that flipping good. We should not be doing that. Lanzini with a nice turn there into Bowen. Sophia Bowen out to Kufal. Dinks it nicely through to Souček, who hooks it across. Fornals on the opposite side. Looking to try and shoot. It's just the ball gets caught underneath his feet. It doesn't open up for him. Cresswell was there on the overlap. It doesn't happen. And but a good opportunity. West Ham showing signs that they're actually trying something here. Ronaldo pushed over by Kufal as if to say, get away, bruv. Yeah. Not the worst opportunity you've ever seen. Not the worst opportunity you've ever seen for West Ham there. Bowen came... Maguire came flying into the back of Bowen there. We're waiting too long to shoot. Yeah, that opportunity from Fornals. He wanted it to be a bit more open. It was up underneath his feet. He was trying everything. He just couldn't find the opportunity to pull that trigger. Maybe should have just punted it regardless, just to take a shot. But yeah, didn't quite work out by any stretch of imagination, that one. But we're showing signs here. We're showing signs that we actually have something in us. And it's another good ball over the top there to Fornals out on the left-hand side, up against Dallo, who's not stepping to him in any way, shape, or form. He's just standing him up. Nice on the overlap from Cresswell. Tries to put the ball in. Elanga gets the block in the end. It's a corner for West Ham. Interesting. West Ham showing the signs of life here. Showing, don't get me wrong, it's very vague signs of life, the vaguest. But the first corner of the game for West Ham United, under a period of pressure. Up comes Kurt Zouma, the happy one himself. Rice, Souček, Dawson, all in the area. Big men with big heads, ready for big dubs. Here we go. Aaron Cresswell to take it. Cresswell has been good at corners, to be fair, of late. He's been very good at corners of late. Whipped in. Looking for the front man, not happening. Jarrod Bowen picks it up on the far side, hits it. Side netting. Side netting, hits it with his weak foot. It wasn't a bad opportunity. It wasn't a bad try from Jarrod Bowen on his weak foot, to be fair. Not usually one for hitting it with his weak foot accurately, but it comes out to him on the edge of the area, chests it down, and it just strikes it. Hits the end, hits the side netting at the end of it. Not a bad opportunity. Not a bad opportunity at all. He's under pressure from Elanga to get any shot away. It's impressive. But we've gone back to our usual corner kick routine of just punting it at the front post for some reason, as if that's ever going to work, ever. But another West Ham opportunity. Again, Antonio, it's a terrible pass, but Souček collects it, lays it short again. There's a period of West Ham dominance here. Rice into the feet of Dawson. West Ham have Man United backpedaling inside their own half. Soufal into the feet of Bowen, who's trying to just take on I think it was Tellez there, yeah, it was, who does really well to defend him in the end. But we are putting him under pressure, under siege. The best we've played so far. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. We are putting it in him there. We're putting him in it. We hit the net. That's all that matters, Wally, right? That's all that matters. We're giving this a good old go. Laid short, Soufal, Elanga with the block. Soufal and Elanga just clash there. Apparently, it's a free kick to Manchester United. Elanga's gone down holding his foot. When he clashed with Soufal, he did start screaming and hold his foot instantaneously. But can see a cheeky smash and grab 1-0. I would, I don't mind, mate. I'll take that all flipping day. I'm not gonna complain at you at all. Not gonna complain whatsoever. I will take a smash and grab. I mean, look, earlier in the game I would have taken it. Now, 100% would take a cheeky smash and grab 1-0. 10,000% all day, all night. Let's go. Not complaining about that at all. Arsenal fan circle, Ray, good to see you, my friend. Greatest Charlie, anything but Man United win today wouldn't hate a draw, to be honest. Mate, you're not wrong. I take that. Maguire's just taken out Bowen in an emphatic fashion there. Be surprised if this isn't a yellow. Be surprised. Subscribe, Arsenal fan circle. He's a good flipping dude, a very good dude. He puts in the effort. So I would implore everyone to go and have a look at his channel. Good people over there. Always have good conversations. But yeah, Bowen just cleared out by Maguire there. Maguire's trying to say he doesn't touch him. There is definite connection there. It's awkward from Harry Maguire. Unsurprisingly, awkward from Harry Maguire. Never been the same after he got arrested in Greece, was he? Takes out Jarrod Bowen there, who tries to avoid it initially, but yeah. Free kick in practically a corner flag position. It's essentially a corner. It's essentially a corner from the right hand side, but just in a slightly deeper position. It's as close to the touchline as you're going to find. It's almost that deep. This is essentially a corner, and we have got all the big boys forward for it. Cresswell's standing over it. One of the positives to this is we can't do the usual front man nonsense that we usually do, looking for that front post. Well, it would surprise me if we did anyway. Souček, Kufau, Souček, Dawson, Zuma, all big boys, all in there. Declan Rice. And the whip in just headed away very easy from Manchester United. And then I don't know what Pablo Fornals tried even. Do you know what? I don't know what he tried to do. Somehow that stayed in as well. Pablo Fornals just sort of punts it back in towards the area with no real accuracy, just really high up, nothing there. And it somehow doesn't even go out for a corner, for a throw in, for a goal kick, no matter what happened. Ronaldo on the other end of the pitch. Manchester United gone up the other end. Kufau gets a good block in the end. Kufau gets a good block, and it's now a Manchester United corner. Goes straight up the other end. Scenes. Big plays. Okay, we need to defend this one. We're looking once again at the large gentleman. Alex Tellers taking it. I really, at some point, we'll stop. We'll stop doing this front man nonsense, front post nonsense. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Tellers whipped in. Varane's header goes just over the bar from Rafael Varane. Whipped in from Alex Tellez. Again, it's almost like you shouldn't just do the exact same corner kick routine every single time. Finds the space. Declan Rice at the front post, completely underneath it. Can't quite get high enough to it. Varane, it just comes off about here as opposed to here. Just over the top. A good opportunity from Rafa Varane. It would have been difficult to do it from there, to be fair, but he'd lost his man completely and utterly loose. It remains 0-0. Baby Bell bingo. I'm saying 69. Love that, Wally. Yeah, lucky there. A little bit. 69. Very interesting. I'm starting to. I need to relax. My brain is like frying itself up a storm. It looks like Rashford is prepared to come on. Or at least he had his kit off. He seems to have sat back down, whether he was about to come on and they've changed their mind or whether he's just taking a second before he comes on. I don't know, but it seems like Rashford is ready to come on. Rashford, another one of those players who just hasn't hit the heights that he's capable of this season yet. Fred, we just give him the space to pass that ball in, I guess. Oh, Pablo Fornals trying to get his way around it. Can't. Scott McTominay on the edge of the area. Playing the ball around here. Manchester United trying to find their way through into the area. Ooh, Dalot almost managed to find space, but not happening. 60th minute, ladies and gentlemen. I second that, Wally. I'm saying 62nd in Baby Bell bingo. Bingo, I'll go 60 seconds to Sleeker as well. Madman, however, claiming it now. Madman wants it now. Madman he wants the bells. We'll see. The bell chat is beginning. It's starting to whir up people. The cogs are starting to go. We'll see how it plays out. Manchester United slowly regaining control of this game. There was a I don't want to say bombardment, but a mild period of pressure from West Ham, getting some opportunities, getting some corners, whatnot. But since then, it seems to have dissipated slightly as Manchester United get more and more control of this game. Ronaldo flicks it out to the right-hand side really nicely and sprints into the areas. Dalot takes on Cresswell, plays the ball in. It comes back to Elanga. Elanga, it was snapped at it. It wasn't a golden opportunity by anything. The ball in from Dalot was I don't know if he wanted to do that in the end or whether it was just a poor cross. Yeah, it was just a poor cross, I think, in the end. But Elanga at the far post snaps at it, gives the opportunity. Completely open. Would have taken a lot to score from there, to be fair. It was a very difficult one to take for him. He does all right to keep it down, but it's wide. Itchy nose. Bells or bubbles? No, that's the question. A deeper question. I have not got the knowledge to answer that one. Fresh fruit would be a healthier option, says Pegans. It would be, but that's not how we roll around here. It's not how we roll around here. Yeah? It's bells or nothing. The Baby Bell or nothing. Yeah, the Oranges had their time. Okay, and collectively the decision was bells, and that's where we remain. That's the last thing Elanga's going to do today as he comes off for Marcus Rashford. Kufal stops Rashford. Mate, I can only hope. 80th minute for the Bells, 73rd minute called it. We are Manchester United fully retaken control of this game. We had our fun spell of maybe getting goals, or at least trying to find the ability to shoot. And we've given that up again. We've 100% given that up again. Antonio with a through ball that not even Mbappe himself could have caught that one. Kufal nowhere near it. Okay. 63rd minute of the game. 27 and a bit minutes to go. 27 and a bit minutes plus stoppage time to go. Right now, it just screams all Manchester United. If we could get a smash and grab here, I would 1000% take it. But to be honest with you, if you offer me a 0-0 right now, I'd say yes. Again, we don't really have the bench to change it up. It's whipped in. Safe from Areola. Looks to try and play the ball forward, but no real options quickly. We don't really have the options on the bench to change this up. You could probably bring on Ryan Fredericks for pace reasons. And then the other game changers are Vlasic and Yarmolenko. And Vlasic wanting for a little bit of form in Yarmolenko, you can think of Yarmolenko whatever you want, right? So realistically at this point, those are the game changers. As per usual, we are the second to respond. We are purely reactive. We are never proactive. It's just how we are. And this is a nice passage of play. Bruno Fernandes hits it way over. I'll be interested to see when David Moyes decides to act and what he decides to do. Rashford. I mean, Vlasic for Vlad. Go wild. Kufal just don't have the pace to keep up. Fredericks on for Kufal. Oh, is that happening? Jimmy Carr's talking about Fredericks as well. We'll see. Would have been Johnson for me, but happy to be proven wrong. The thing is, I think out of the two of them, I would probably prefer Fredericks in this exact scenario. Johnson is obviously a better defender out of the two. And Johnson's obviously it's a wall ball in from Tellez, chested down by Craig Dawson easily. Declan Rice putting Vlad under a heck of a lot of pressure there, who has to just end up winning a throw-in off Rashford hard work. Obviously, Johnson is the better defender out of the two, and I think he's obviously the better performer, and he's younger and everything else. But I think Fredericks pace could be a genuine problem for Manchester United to deal with. Get him really charging forward, really putting pressure on, and he can find himself counter-attacking pretty good because of his pace, getting in behind the defense and pulling it back from the byline more effectively than any other fullback we have by a significant distance. And we aren't getting those early crosses in by any chance. We're practically not crossing the ball right now. So why not look for something a little bit different? And that's what Fredericks offers, as much as I like Johnson, and I do like Johnson, and in most cases I would probably pick Johnson over Fredericks. McTominay wibbles his way into the box. Shot deflects. Ronaldo can't get there as Dawson clears it, and now Jarrod Bowen comes away with it under pressure from Bruno Fernandes. Does well. Mikel Antonio trying to create any sort of space, just running in a straight line. So Jarrod Bowen had nothing but to carry on running forward. He's dispossessed finally in the area by Mason Greenwood. Jarrod Bowen, fair play, mate. Fair play. Mikel Antonio was alongside him, and his run was about as there was no invention in that run whatsoever. He was just running in a straight line. Frustrating to see, but still. Now straight back over the end, it does go to ball. Manchester United, Rashford to Cristiano Ronaldo on the outside of the area, on the right-hand side. Sorry, the left-hand side. Does really nicely to play the ball into Frederick. Oh, it's a good tackle by Craig Dawson. Just he sees you, yeah, and he goes, no. Nicely done by Ronaldo to find Rashford, and it was a difficult position for him, but Craig Dawson does well. But Jarrod Bowen, man, just picks up that ball and just goes. He has Bruno Fernandes herring down on him. Tellez trying to come in again. Antonio not giving him options whatsoever, and he just keeps going and going and going. Just going and going and going. Header forward from Bowen. Sorry, Bowen. So it was a header forward from Souček into Bowen, who wins a free kick in a good area. Jarrod Bowen has decided that no, he wants to win this game. And he'll and gosh darn it, he'll drag West Ham to doing it if he needs to. He's taken this game by the scruff of his neck right now. Flipping Souček finds him with a header, and then he just picks up the ball and starts going, wins a free kick about 30 yards away from goal. Probably not shooting position from Manchester United. You expect this to be a cross, but still 30 yards from goal-ish. Slightly to the right-hand side. Declan Rice is standing over it with Jarrod Bowen. Declan Rice, don't hit it, please. Appreciate 11 attempts for Manchester United for West Ham's 4, but only 1 on target so far for Manchester United, and that was, of course, the Fred opportunity from earlier. So here we go. It's going to be Rice and Bowen standing over it. I think it's going to be Declan Rice to hit it. He does. I don't know why, but he does. If you couldn't tell by my tone of voice, nothing came from it. West Ham and then Vlad Soufal's looking for a big cross to ping to Diag. About as far. Just no. I'm sure it's been said many times and many ways, but bring awareness to the fact that our only attacker on the bench is Vlasic. Yarmolenko doesn't count. Yeah. Ben Rama obviously is out from AFCON. You know, him coming back in would be a potential something. And I was hopeful we would see him today on the bench at least. That's not played out. Obviously, Algeria got knocked out the other day. We're seeing, Phil Jones warming up. Phil Jones is warming up, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Obviously, yeah, he's not back yet, so it's not an opportunity where he could come onto the pitch, as my TV in North Idaho definitely crashes. So it's far from ideal. We'll see how that ends up playing out. Will it be an opportunity? Is there an opportunity for us to look? We should probably just we need to bring other people in. We need more than what we have. And what we have right now is nothing. It's very frustrating. So I've had to refresh my television, and I think I've just seen Ryan Fredericks on the pitch. So we'll see. Do a bit of this. Television significantly worse quality than my previous television. For being honest about it, but there we go. Is there something I can do to change that? Or is this just where we're at? It's got better, ladies and gentlemen. It's got better. My television was 420p and we're now at 720p. Scenes. Love that. Fredericks has come on for Kufal. In the meantime, just in case you're aware, Declan Rice walking forward with the ball. Manages to find Mikel Antonio well, who dribbles off the pitch. Anywho. What can we say? This TV's broken as well now. Mate, we're having a grand old time, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what I can see when I can see it. But right now, I can't see now, Captain. I can't see now. That's the one that was broken before. We found a television that works, ladies and gentlemen. We found one. Panic over. Doesn't mean I need to pause this slide. We'll see how Fredericks changes the game. It's the only game changer we have that isn't Vlasic or Yarmolenko, so I understand bringing him on to some extent. Also, Soufal has been significantly off the pace today, both in terms of performance and just literal pace. That's not been happening, so I don't begrudge Fredericks getting game time whatsoever. I do think there makes some sense there. Probably a bit late, and if we're being honest, Cristiano Ronaldo moaning as per usual. He doesn't like to ingratiate himself amongst the people, does he? Dawson came to pull him over, pull Dawson up, and then complained at him for a bit. Craig Dawson, unmoved. Let's have a look at it again. Bruno Fernandes whips it in, and it's Craig Dawson who just goes down and gets his head on it. And Cristiano Ronaldo's foot does connect with his head. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're at that sort of period of the game now where I'm just going to say that a lot because, to be honest with you, we've got 17 minutes plus stoppage time to go. At this point, you'd probably say there's going to be next to no stoppage time because nothing's really happened in terms of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just not been happening, has it? We've grown a little bit in this second half. We've had a couple more opportunities than we did before. But really, I don't know. There's just nothing here for us. It doesn't feel like, apart from Jarrod Bowen, really, I mean, it doesn't really feel like going forward we have much to say. I don't know. Must have been up. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, Bob. I won't lie to you. It wasn't good. Wasn't good. I would take a draw now. Yeah, I'd 100% take a draw now. I'd 100% take a draw now. Just 10,000%. Let's go. Let's go. Would you do anything, love? Yeah, mostly. Shout out to the boy, of course. Shout out to the boy. I'm trying to get into a sort of. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself a second. There we go. I'm now sitting sort of cross-legged, leaning back a little bit in a sort of awkward position, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Fred on the outside of the area passes it into the feet of Ronaldo, lays it back to Tellez, whose swaz from range doesn't look great. There we go. I'm fully just leaning back now, people. This is where we're at. It's just where we're at. You know? It feels this match has been all Manchester United, and they've not particularly figured out how to break us down. We have been pretty lackluster for most of the game. We've had periods where we've looked all right. Jarrod Bowen dragging us through to victory as per usual at the moment. Frederick's nice pass into Bowen, gets round the back of Tellez quite easily here. Puts in a cross. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've crossed the ball. And it's Ryan Fredericks who does it. But not quite happening. But yeah, we've been lackluster most of the game. And Manchester United, who've been in complete control, haven't been particularly great. I don't know. Mikel Antonio out on the left-hand side now, of course. Tries to lay the ball back. It definitely deflected off him last. I don't know why he has any right to try and call a throw-in for that. Dallow's going to take it from Manchester United on the left-hand side. Yeah, just, it's just where we're at. It's just where we're at. As a football match, as a club, specifically against Manchester United, usually we are like this. This is just a very typical West Ham David Moyes performance against Manchester United. That club has mind has fully gone against Manchester United. It's gone, head's gone. They live rent free. Alex Ferguson in the stands. He's looking at him like, Daddy, not happening, mate. Not happening. Not happening whatsoever. West Ham playing the ball back now to Areola and Manchester United. I cannot stress, not really bothering to even try and press him. Yeah. Willie places Bell. Listen, if the people back it, we go over it. Big punt forward from West Ham. Really only works out because of Man United's ineptitude. Jarrod Bowen comes flying forward. Lays it short to Lanzini. Whips it across. Declan Rice. Doesn't play it. Instead decides to dribble it for a bit for some reason. That's fine. It's back. We move. It's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. It's just where we're at. Antonio. I mean, we had a shot. I mean, as shots go, If you were at a shooting range, excellent, mate. You hit him directly on the chest. That bullseye, beautiful stuff. Football-wise, you might as well have passed. It's the only place a shot on target could be less useful. Haley's here. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Good game so far. I can't lie to you, Haley. No, not really. I'm not going to lie to you. Not been the best from either team's perspective, but especially West Ham has been not good. Good to see you back, Todd. Hope you're good. The game's not going particularly well. I can't lie to you, bro. I can't lie to you. It's not going particularly great. Shot on goal though. Hey, scenes. Ball forward, looking for Ronaldo. Can't quite find it. Manchester United. No. Bruno Fernandes. Up and over. Up and over. Ball forward from Manchester United, battling for is Rashford. Tries to knock it down towards Ronaldo. Dawson just getting any sort of touch to it to knock it away. The pass is pretty awful. Bruno Fernandes takes it down, and then a second touch just, you know. Do you think West Ham will score? No. No. I doubt it, mate. I doubt it very strongly. I hope we will. Maybe we do. Feels like this screams 1-0 Manchester United or 0-0. And to be honest with you, I don't know if Manchester United have been good enough today. Like, we've given them this game practically. We have been so passive. We have been less active than I am when I was an accountant. There is no activity going on for West Ham. We have let them. We've just handed them the game practically on a platter and gone, here you go. You can play football. And I'll be honest with you, like, I think there's been opportunities. Bruno Fernandes has been pretty flipping good. And we've let him run the game. But outside of that, they've not been good enough. Manchester United really have not been good enough to do anything. And I mean, us, we've just been non-existent. Like, we really haven't. Soufan's come off because he was playing that badly. He just had to come off. You know, Cresswell, although defensively I think has been decent, whenever he's had the opportunity to cross the ball, has been terrified to try. Varane's going off, by the way. It was an awkward one where he jumped up and landed. He jumped up to try and get a header, and as he landed back down, he's landed on his arm awkwardly. He's gone off holding his arm. And Phil Jones may be about to get Phil Jones might be able to get a second appearance here for Manchester United in quick succession. What an exciting time to be alive, that'd be. But yeah, we've just not been good enough. We've just been bad. Rice and Bowen are the two players who you look at this and gone, you've been good enough. Areola as well, probably. But Areola's not really needed to do anything, if I'm being honest. But Areola, Rice, Bowen are the players you'd look at and you go, they've been good enough, you know? Outside of that, what's the point? What's the point? Bruno Fernandes taken down inside the area by Ryan Fredericks. It looked pretty clean from me. And Ryan Fredericks is not happy with Bruno Fernandes still being on the floor. He has a couple of words with him as he walks over him. It looks clean. It looked clean as a whistle to me. Tellez plays it into Fernandes. Yeah, I have no idea what the problem is there from Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, okay, there's a brief clash of angles. And Bruno Fernandes stays down for a minute. Learn from the best. The best being Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. Still. Here comes Edison Cavani. Because what Manchester United have to... And this is an interesting point. And this is something Manchester United have, which West Ham don't. Because Martial's coming on as well now, actually, for Manchester United as well. They have subs. And they use them. This is what separates the men from the boys. This is what separates the top four from everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Imagine trying to have subs, and guess what? People, they use them. Martial's come on as well as Cavani there for Greenwood, and I don't know who came off for Cavani. I missed that, but still. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you know what? Why do we do this to ourselves? Just going to mute myself for a sec. I'm at a time where I'm just like, I'm lounging now. This West Ham are lounging, I'm lounging. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? So you're gonna see some mess that you wouldn't usually see. It's fine. It is what it is. It's where we're at as a team, as a day. It's where we're at. McTominay plays it to Dallo, who's shot from range is nothing really interesting. We need a bricklayer on to build a wall. Yeah, basically, Celtic. It's probably the only chance we're going to get in this one. I can't lie to you, mate. I can't lie to you. Oh, Itchy nose. Itchy nose. Who came off for Cavani, by the way? Wasn't Ronaldo, because I can see Ronaldo's on. I know Greenwood came off. Fernandez? Surely not. I don't know. Who knows? I do think we've been poor for quite a few games due to fatigue. We didn't have to get out of second gear against Norwich or Leeds in the cup. We need signings ASAP. It's so obvious. Yeah, I mean, it's the eternal frustration, Lewis, of refusing to buy anyone and then complaining that we don't have enough players. It's kind of infuriating to watch this endless, infinite cycle that goes on at West Ham of we don't have enough players, so the players we do have play too often, and then the players we do have on the bench, the few of them we do have, we don't sub them on, and then we get to a stage where, we're too tired. We've got too many games. Well, there's an easy solution here, people. I hate to say it, but it is January. It's the 22nd, and we could sign someone. I know that's mild, but still. Wally with a $10. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope you're good. Only strong performance today is your bladder, Charlie. No break at halftime. Yeah. I would text Gonzo, but I don't have a phone, do I? So can't. So I can't. But thank you. I appreciate that. It's a thing. I've been trying to pace myself on the water because it would have been issues otherwise. But I appreciate that. Wally with a $10. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Along with Bobby and Nigel. I'd like to thank everyone now. I just want to try and thank everyone because it's too kind. Declan, Reese is lobbing in some bells. Sean's coming in with a controversial one, but Yarmo comes on and wins it. Flipping hell. Sean with the Skype logo, my friend. Jesus. That is a controversial take from Sean C. Man himself. Don't necessarily disagree, Sean. I don't necessarily disagree. We'll see what happens, but I don't necessarily disagree. Judas, my trustworthy friend, he wants Yarmo. Whether that's a want or just a sort of a scared chant. Either way, we're hearing it. Bolly, I do have the dollar icon. Even though I don't have the euro icon, I do have the dollar icon. So that helps. My keyboard's not that Brexity. Anti-Carol warming up. Get him on. Come on, let's go. Bring him back. Why not? Jeffrey, Ashby Baptiste Longelo also supposedly close to Premier League ready. How can they get Premier League ready without minutes? One, I strongly agree with you, but two, that's more defenders. I'd be looking more towards the attackers and trying to see if they could do literally anything, Like, I don't disagree with you. Like, we keep hearing how close Ashby is to being ready for the Premier League and all this, that, and the other. I'm gonna have to pause this a little bit. We keep having this conversation about like, he's almost ready. Now, Ashby obviously has 18,000 right backs ahead of him, which is a bit of a problem. But the other ones, it's just Elise, man. Like Elise, when I saw him, looked Elise in the what you call it, in the Elise in the words are coming. They're failing me now. Give me a second. In the cup, looked really flipping good, man. He really did. Now I'm not going to say he would change anything, but Gio came on the halftime thing the other day, and he suggested bringing him on, and I don't necessarily completely disagree with him. I think there's an option there, but you're looking towards the likes of like, I don't understand why our bench is so unbalanced. Again, something David Moyes has said is talking about the idea of like, oh, I like to have a smaller squad. Ball whipped in from the corner, ooh, headed wide. That was close from Thomas Souček, wasn't it? Not in, but it was close. I'm so done with this game, aren't I? I'm so done with it. Ball played in from the corner from the right-hand side from West Ham. Again, going for that front post thing for some bizarre reason. Souček gets ahead of Ronaldo. Manchester United react slowly to it, but it goes wide regardless. But yeah, Mr. Pardew, my mentor. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope the neurons are firing, trying to figure out how just to get on the blower to Moyes. And Moyes, mate, subs. Yeah. There's a what was I even saying? Don't remember. It doesn't matter anymore. We're moving on. I can't stand the stray for the last few minutes of the game. Thank goodness you're calm, Charlie. Good to see you, Joan. I hope you're all right. To be honest with you, Joan, Manchester United haven't been good enough to score yet. They should have. They 100% should have. Man United have been a better team this game, but they've not been good enough to score. We've not been good enough to do anything. And so at that point, we'll see. Maybe it happens. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. Rice fouled in the centre circle. McTominay. Here you go. Look at that, Wally. Just finished my drink now. That's the long play here. The long play here. Couldn't guarantee a halftime appearance, so I just had to make sure. It's just awkward from McTominay, isn't it? West Ham trying to play the ball down this left-hand side. Thomas Souček. I think, is that a corner? That's a goal kick. How was that even a goal kick? Souček looked like it was trying to hook it in past Varane here, and it looked to me like it hit off Varane, but Souček's reaction said it definitely didn't, so I have no idea what he did. Maybe he just stopped controlling the ball. I don't know. Yeah, balance. That was what I was talking about. Balance on the bench. Like, David Moyes has spoken at length. Not at length, but he's mentioned, I like small squads because it allows the youth players opportunities and all this other sort of stuff. Whipped into the box from Manchester United. Cleared away. Antonio gets ahead on it. Fernandez 100% offside there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Areola just collects it, but 100% safe. Yeah, no, the idea of that, like, the idea of we can have a small squad because that means young players get opportunities, blah, 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 blah. All this nonsense that gets said, which is just patently untrue. Because you look at this and you say, well, why is this bench so unbalanced? Why have you only got 2 attacking players on the bench in Yarmolenko and Vlasic? And as someone artfully said, oh, cross into the box there from Declan Rice, I think it wasn't. De Gea just palms it away. Not a good cross by any stretch of imagination, but it came close at least. And it is a corner late in this game. A corner incredibly late in this game. Yeah, this nonsense that gets spread out, right? Well, then why is our bench so unbalanced? And I know someone artfully said earlier we only have 1 attacker on the bench because Yarmolenko doesn't count. But let's be honest for a second and just say positionally, Yarmolenko and Vlasic, right? Why? What's the point in having so many right backs on the bench? Just put Okaflex on the bench. Even if you're not going to use him, put him on just in case. Ball in, looking for that first man again because that's all we do at this point, apparently. Punched away from David Gea. Iron Shaft asked, did I have the... No bell. No bell was ever had. The calls for the bells were not strong enough for the bell poll to happen. Fredericks trying to find a way into the box. Can't quite do anything. Into the hands of De Gea. Hooked clear. Jeff asking for the bell. Bell. If we get enough bells, we'll skip the poll. We'll just go straight to bell because we've got just over 2 minutes left of this game. We're in stoppage time. We've got James Gunn shouting. Right, hang on. Give me a second. I can see the bells. I've brought a bell. We're lobbing it straight in. No messing. There's no time to mess about. No poles, no nothing. We're just going straight in there, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting... Come on. God, the bell is working against me here. There we go. There we go. I've just ripped that open. Let's go. We're going straight in. No messing. Wax. Removed. Just one big bang. Bang. In we go. Oh. Didn't even check it. It was fully de-waxed. I just lobbed it straight in. Just get through it. Oh my God, it's cold. It's cold out. Come on. Bowen dispossessed. Fredericks can't get his head on it. Cristiano Ronaldo coming forward. Martial. Oh my God. Cavani across. Marcus Rashford scores from Manchester United with practically the last kick of the game. Pulled across. The FIFA community would call it sweaty. I would call it coming because, my God, have West Ham been nowhere near good enough in this game. Pinged forward. Ryan Fredericks tries to get his head on it. Can't. Ronaldo finds the ball, lays it into the path of Martial. Ooh, there is a huge shout for Cavani offside in the build-up. Marcus Rashford slotting it in at the far side. There is a disgracefully large shout for Cavani being offside in the build-up there from Anthony Martial. The ball across is very nice, and Rashford slots it home. And past that, I can't see any call for anything. That is a really nice finish at the end of it. We'll see. It feels like it might be offside. We may have gotten well and truly away with this one, boys. This may be the most gotten away with it you're ever going to see. And it stands. It is 1-0. It stands. Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0. And there is the final whistle. The kickoff happens. What can you say? What can you say? Look, whatever. I trust VAR. I trust VAR. So what I'll say is this: we'll skip whether or not it was offside because I believe I trust VAR. It was off. It was onside. If they say it's onside, it's onside. What I'll say is this: sickening, obviously, gut wrenching is another way you could put it. Unbelievably frustrating that West Ham have lost it with practically the last kick of a game, but ultimately 100% deserved. We weren't good enough. We weren't good enough. Opening 5-10 minutes, there was something there, but past that, we've done practically nothing all game. There was a minor moment. There was a minor moment in that second half where, for a little period of time, we were putting pressure on. We were trying to do some things. There was some mild bombardment going on, the mildest of the bombardments. But realistically, man, that could not have been more deserved for Manchester. That could not have been like we did not deserve a single point there. We didn't. We just didn't. Look, were Manchester United that good? Frankly, no, they weren't. They just weren't. Manchester United, a better Manchester United there. A better Manchester United team really put us to the sword there and make it happen. But for us, we were far from good enough. Far, far, far from good enough. It is what it is. It is what it is. We hit 420 likes, by the way. So thank you very much, everyone. We genuinely do appreciate it. It's a massive achievement. Thank you very much. We may have to start saying 400 is the goal more often because, to be honest with you, we keep hitting 300 and we're getting higher than that every single game at this moment in time. So maybe 400 is the new goal. But 420 is what we end at. we have a brief moment now until Gonzo is ready with the live review. I'm just checking to see if we've got a link yet. We don't yet. So while we wait for that, ladies and gentlemen, Hammers chat man of the match. Amount of people who say it in the live chat, whoever can get through that quickly, whoever says it the most, who was the man of the match today for West Ham, let me know in the chat. While we do that, I should also thank Bobby66 for the £5, Nigel for the €5, and Wally with the $10. We've crossed the currency spectrum. We've crossed the currency spectrum today. Thank you very much for all of your donations for the Hammers Chat full-time fund and all that good stuff. We really do appreciate it. We really, really do appreciate it. But yeah, a rough old game. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, all of that good stuff. We have a live review coming up in just a moment. We are waiting on Gonzo to give me the signal on that, to say that we're all good to go, which I think we will be in just a second. So I'm going to start spamming that link into the chat for you all to go and have a gander at. I can see Rice or Zuma, Rice. I think Rice is going to get it. Bowen or Rice, Zuma or Areola. I think Rice is the person who gets it, closely followed by, it looks like Zuma, then Bowen, then Areola. But there you go. Lots of spam in the chat right now for the link, for the review. Go and have a gander, have a click on it. Enjoy the review as much as you can. Like I say, subscribe if you haven't already, because we do watch alongs every single match day, even when they are as heartbreaking and just depressing as today. We are here throughout the entire game, and without you, they're nothing. So make sure to come back and get involved. Subscribe, bell icon so you don't miss anything. Like the video. Go and have a gander at the full-time review of Gonzo. See what he thinks about it. We almost 443 is the final like tally. We almost got to 450. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you for the next game. And hey, maybe we'll have signed someone. I doubt it. I do doubt it, but we might have. Until then, come on your hands. See you next time, everyone. Bye.